Hello, everybody, and welcome to another round of the Azure Dreams Riders of the Sky tournament. Tonight, we have an evening match of Chai versus HexTree. I'm Lady Demi, and with me today will be Shawnee, who's just getting them counted down. And get on your way. For those of you unfamiliar, Azure Dreams is a mystery dungeon roguelike for the PlayStation 1. And our runners will have 3 hours to climb as far as they can, as fast as they can, but not in the vanilla tower of procedurally generated monsters, traps, and treasures, but the secret second tower of somewhat differently procedurally generated traps, monsters, and treasures. This is technically a part of the vanilla game, but we have used cheats to access it. It is far beyond the regular tower in terms of both difficulty, randomness, and mystery. Excitement waits behind every corner. They will have 3 hours to do as many runs up the second tower that they need to, or they'll have 2 hours for as many runs that they need to, and off they go. And they will have 2 hours to do as many runs as they need to, and then they will have the remainder of their time to do one final run. Whoever gets to the highest floor the fastest is our winner. So, the beginning setup, the initial items they will have to deal with will be the same as in a vanilla playthrough. They will still have their basic sword, shield, fireball, palumpa egg, medicinal herb, pita fruit. Unless they decide to play the gachapon. Because this game has a random item generator, basically.
Yeah, because this game's not random enough.
We thought it could do with some more random. What monsters they'll be facing in the second tower will be random. And now they have more random, and ooh, that is a good place to get a binding ball in.
Yeah, because when it comes to it, like the main thing the runners have to worry about is legitimately what monsters they'll see on floor 3. Yeah. And then after that, it's kind of
what monsters they'll see everywhere else.
Yeah, it's every single floor is going to be horrible. So, welcome to Azure Dream speedrunning, everyone.
Yep. We thought the runners were getting a little too used to the standard gameplay loop. Oh, that's a nice shield. And that will help them against whatever's on floor 3.
A life wand as well.
Oh, that's very good. HexTree got some better things out of this, I would say. That binding ball, though, is a pretty good find. And especially that early into the Barong's MP, since that's what determines how much spell charge a spell ball has.
Yeah, because looking at... I think Hex was really debating using the pita fruit. But looking at the... Familiar Bell kills the warp trap danger unless you are right next to something. So, having a Familiar Bell is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Also, Chai got the Wind Crystal. That's going to come in handy because they're not very common in the second tower. And if you want to keep any of your loot, you kind of need that.
Yep. And we see here Chai is doing the renaming when possible. This is only good for the first re-entry. After that, the names do get shuffled around and might cause a little bit of confusion. Mm-hmm. But there's 2 medicinal herbs as well there.
Keep an eye on as we go into this. They more or less, after these items, we'll have to figure out what things are via, slamming their faces into it.
Mm-hmm. And this is a loser brackets match as well, so this is for the tournament life. So a little bit possible extra stress, or not, depending if you're going into the holiday season. You don't want to play Azure Dreams.
be stressed when they're stressed. Also, oh, golems.
You get your first level by fighting a golem. That seems, normal.
Yeah, this is perfectly normal and expected. Also, I'm trying to decide if this is a background that I see it, if it's from anywhere in particular. I don't think so, but it feels vaguely familiar.
I think it's the snowman floors.
Maybe? There's something about it that doesn't seem quite right.
Well, I mean, the background is scrolling up to down now instead of left and right, or right to left.
That might be it.
So it does look a little bit different, but I want to say this is... Yeah. Oh, so yeah, as Septic pointed out, 1 damage to the golem from low ground. Yeah, because, golems are terrifying creatures, and you really shouldn't fight them in general, let alone for your first level when Ko is still the weakest thing in the game.
Yep. Well, Ko is almost always the weakest thing in the game.
I mean, I almost died on a practice seed to a Palumpa that was a higher level on floor 3. So...
Yeah.
Definitely the weakest as far as the second tower is considered right now. Because the enemies will be scaling in a pace that we're not used to.
There's that. They will also be somewhat randomly selected. How it works is that they sort of bring 2 new monsters in that are randomly chosen and move 2 monsters out of the pool of monsters that can spawn.
Yeah,
yes.
And
the hero of the game is not Ko. It's his gear, his familiars. That is what progress is building those up until you can take things. Or run from them.
Yeah.
Running from them is pretty good.
Honestly, having a Vital Sword is a good chunk of damage early. Was it level 3? Yeah, level 3. So, both of them doing a good... Oh, there's a bomb.
Ow!
Oh, we got the slow trap on Hex's side, too. We have the...
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that run.
Probably, if that's the case, it's probably a trap room.
Yeah, I would say 3 traps in close succession. Also, that could be dangerous, and going up while slowed is...
Yeah, the thing is, at least you get to see stuff, not like when you have the blind status on you.
True.
Although that didn't really show any information whatsoever. It showed that there's 2 rooms above him, but that's it.
Yep, and hopefully with any luck, that balloon would in fact stay unconscious until it could get taken out, because balloons are pretty heavy hitters early on, though that diamond shield does give HexTree a good bit of safety for, like 5 minutes.
Although, Hex staying within range of both these things kind of makes me scared. But again, he does have the high ground and a diamond shield, while Chai doesn't have any shield. I know Chai normally goes for AI 1 strats, but also keeps his distance. That's a frog. Oh, he discovered the tumbler of fruit.
That'll be handy when he finds another tumbler of fruit.
Yeah. And also, when we made this tournament, we decided anything goes because it's a fixed seed tournament, but there'll be most likely quite a few re-entries if the runners deem it. We do have a wind crystal, like Deme pointed out, on Chai's side, but we don't have one on HexTree's side.
And HexTree probably will not get one, frankly.
Nope, I learned that the hard way between our matches. I was assuming you all just get a wind crystal right away, and I can go in with Palumpa. And that didn't go well, because I already found one on floor 36. So it does take a while for the tables to spit out a wind crystal in the tower. So if you can get it from Go, you should really try to. Oh, Paralyze 1, it's not worth it. Alchemic Scroll, well, there's no reason exploring the rest of the floor now.
Yeah, that floor is pretty much done for.
And for those who are interested in matches, we have 2 more tomorrow.
Yep.
So, apparently everyone just could do weekend matches this time around, so.
If it weren't, everybody's working for the weekend.
Yeah, the best way to relax is playing Azure Dreams, trust me. Your blood pressure doesn't go through the roof while you're playing it.
do is find your inner zen. That you're doomed, there's nothing you can do about it.
The tower said no.
About it, the worst is going to happen whether or not you want it to. So you can just relax. It's sort of like knowing that there's something... It's the difference between fearing that something terrible is going to happen and knowing something terrible is going to happen.
Yeah.
Once you know, you can be free.
Oh, we have the brainwash at the waste of turn because Queenie's one redeemable trait is his unbrainwashable.
Also, he has good MP.
One redeemable trait. Yeah, actually, the 100 MP does make a big difference, but in the second tower, just having, like, you see on Chai's side, it's like 67 or so versus 54. So a little bit difference, but they have one Peter fruit. Oh, no. I think Chai used the Peter fruit on the bell wrong, most likely, then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just an egg for recovery. That's 50 MP. And an egg plus whatever herbs, if you feel brave on feeding it to Queenie.
Also, vipers.
Yeah, that's not really the most nicest thing to see.
No. They could be worse.
A lot of damage.
Somehow they could be worse.
Yeah.
I'll figure out how.
I mean, the game will figure out how.
Yeah.
Again, like, we're making jokes about, oh, the game's difficult. Like, legitimately, this is a knowledge-based speedrun. If you want to speedrun this game, you can. By all means, try to get to floor 10 in the regular tower. You will realize very shortly on why this is a knowledge-based speedrun. And that's what we do in the second tower.
Because we decided that they knew too much.
Well, that, and also this is the kind of part of a game where we didn't actually
know this existed until like a year ago.
Yeah, this is like a new feature. I guess 2 years at this point, maybe, because where's time go?
Does time exist?
Not anymore, no. Every day's a Tuesday.
So what you're saying is that all our matches are Tuesday matches now.
Oh, okay, my favorite Animaniacs quote is when Death is talking to Wacko, and it's like, "Did you know the universe started on Tuesday?" Not many people know that. And I always try to fit that in a conversation somewhere, and I started off with it, and I couldn't land the punchline. So there you go. Also, that's a lot of golems on Chai's side. They're not worth that much experience in the grand scheme of things. Oh,
that's good. Okay.
Yeah, golems can punch like 8 spaces away at full force.
Yep. Luckily, unlike certain monsters that can do things from spaces away, they give you warning. They're considerate. Yes. They knock.
That's one way of looking at it before you're getting decked in the face.
They knock really hard.
Okay, this is the one thing I don't agree with. Hex just got hit by the Viper. Okay, fine. You can also see his attack stat is 8 out of 10. Attack does matter in this game.
Yep.
Also, being very early on in the tower and having your attack decrease constantly by Vipers isn't generally worth it. Like, yes, you still can take a few things, but eventually that scale's going to tip away from you. So, also, I think, I don't know if I know Chai would have it up. I don't think Hex on his stream has his item tracker up because we do have a upgrade to the state display that was made by Chai, and
which is the lovely thing that's letting us see their inventories and stats at a quick glance. It is a wonderful resource Chai has cooked up.
Yeah, and when it comes to the hearts, you can differentiate which things are. You can differentiate what things are based off it, because like there's only I want to say it's like when it comes to the star glasses, or sorry, familiar bell, malicious bell, and holy bell. I want to say one of them has a different amount of hearts. So if you find that one, you know exactly which one it is. The other two have the same amount of hearts.
Sleep Herb has 7, I believe.
Yeah,
that's distinct to it.
Yeah, and that's the only one that does have it. And additionally, the hearts are Japanese characters, and they would have descriptions on them, like shiny, whatever. But hey, this is the English version of the game, and they all obfuscate towards hearts. So, also again, this was technically in the game. We did not modify anything. All we did with the randomizing randomizer was we add the function to, hey, best monster. We added the function to enter the second tower. So this is all based off the normal gameplay. This isn't like the second time you go in, it might be Picketh on floor 3. It might be, whatever. This is still intended as far as we can tell. And honestly, it's terrifying to think that they considered this for the base game, but it's also sad to think that they never finished it for the base game.
Yeah.
I think there's a block over there on HexTree's side.
Might be.
Because those are...
Those are tanky little buggers.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of experience bags here.
It's a thieves guild.
I guess technically a group of pickets could be considered a thieves guild.
Or a gang. It might be a gang.
I would have honestly... I would have just picked up an item, or held an item. Well, he doesn't have anything. He has a loop. Yeah. Pickets can steal. They will roll a 1 in 20 check. Anything equipped or familiar will be safe. Empty spots will cause a miss as well, but if they manage to roll, like, let's say a 5, they'll steal that second spell ball in Hex's inventory. So the more items you have, the more likely they are to steal. Because you're filling up the slot. So if you were to stand on an item, though, they go, wow, there's an item just beneath me. Or beneath you, and they'll steal that instead. Goodbye, fam bell.
Farewell, fam.
Which is actually kind of a bad loss, because that's...
That's useful. It's useful in a niche circumstance.
Yeah.
But it's a circumstance that exists.
Just gonna switch to Hex's...
And it's a circumstance that you are at Fortune's mercy, but he got it back, so,
Yeah, and the other thing as well, you can also see on the status, but I was talking to one of the SpeedGaming people for a second, I don't know how much they didn't explain, but we have the floor tracker on the bottom, and then the number, and then 1. That's because we have to track how many entries they have, because this is a fixed seed tower, or a fixed seed match, and the 43rd seed down the line will be the same for each player, so we have to differentiate which one they are in, because we are allowing re-entries due to the difficulty of the second tower. Because there's been a couple practice seeds where you don't get past floor 3. Like, there was a bunch of vipers in a room you spawn in. There's literally no way you can kill them. You die.
Oh look, it's a maximum.
Yeah.
You have 16 HP.
And they hurt for a lot more.
You.
Yeah. So that's the reason we're allowing re-entries. This is normally not, I say reserved for, but like normally the Stars tournament we allow re-entries just because, it's a good thing to have in general. Stars being our starter tamer tournament for new / not fast enough. I don't know how to define that without sounding condescending.
Me.
No. Again, like I don't care what people say. If you can beat this game in like 2 sittings, not just 1 sitting. If you can beat this game in 2 sittings, obviously not valid for leaderboard. Like that is beyond an achievement.
No, it's still okay. In sittings, yeah.
I'm talking about entries. I'm talking about sittings.
2 entries is valid for the leaderboard, and honestly, would recommend.
Yeah.
And like you're getting started, it's not going to be at the fastest thing in the world, but that's fine. Getting the experience and learning those higher floors, it is a knowledge-based game.
Speaking of Chai exploiting the exploits of this game, where the Viper's really, really hungry and wants that egg more than anything else. So if you were to keep putting the egg behind you, you can keep manipulating the Viper and it will never attack you.
It's a very handy little thing. I think that only works in rooms.
Yes, I tried doing that on a failed run, on like floor 20s-ish. And yeah, I tried it in the hallway. I'm like, this is last ditch effort. I lose no matter what. I knew what the egg was. It wasn't going to be able to kill a Viper, so I just put it down and he just hit me anyway. I'm like, okay, it's confirmed.
Yep.
Although after this, if people go back to doing any percent, they're gonna just break the tower. Like
Very
this is such a high difficulty compared to the regular tower, where oh no, there's a troll. Ooh. So, we have testing of the spell balls.
Yep.
So I do believe that was a water ball based off the animation, and that's where the other gnarlish part of this game is. You don't know what spell balls are, so you're gonna have to. I think Hex was confirming with charts or something there. Yeah, we have water. Yeah, we have water. Ah, the wah ball. Okay. No. Actually, yes, it can. It's the same as the picket. I get to test it, but I'm pretty sure it would be the case. Because every time I've had to deal with egg strats... Oh, okay, there's one there too. That is a floor 8 egg, which is useless.
The information is useless. We don't know what the egg, if the egg is useless or not.
No, there's a floor 6 egg. Their egg... Okay, there's an egg point system to this game that eventually redeems itself and you get an egg. That's how it works. But it's a fixed seed tower, so their actions cause different play. Ooh, okay. Well, is Queenie gonna die?
There's a pretty good shot.
Because Queenie, I don't think can take out the bulky. Okay, that's good.
That's something at least.
Go on, Picket, steal. Steal, Picket, steal. Or just, okay, remove from paralysis. There we go. Yeah,
right.
You have to protect Queenie with your life in this one, because if you do not, he's going to risk his items just to take out that bloom, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's lucky.
That worked out.
Yeah, traps are the worst, because normally you have Queenie follow you. Because if Queenie gets hit by a trap, like a warp trap, it's gone. If Queenie gets hit by a trap, sorry, if you have him on his side, if he gets hit by a trap, you can't really recover from it. If you get hit from a trap like a warp trap, you can see where you were on the tower, changes AI from the menu, which you're really not supposed to do, and then Chai messing up the AI 1 strats because Pickets can move too. But yeah, if you were to, there we go. We're gonna see AI 1 here is hit once, pick him up, move him back behind you, move towards the range, and finish off with the AI 3, so technically you can kill a monster without taking damage. It is the safest and slowest, but here's where the problem is. Do you think Chai is paying attention to his MP? Because Queenie has 3. Oh, I got the slow seed. That was what was discovered earlier by...
Him having to feed that egg to Kuhn probably very soon.
Well,
now
each attack takes up 1 MP. So he's either going to learn that he's running an MP when he desperately needs it in front of a block, and you don't want to wait a turn. Oh, he does have the fireball still, doesn't he? Yes,
he does have the fireball still.
Yeah, he's not paying attention to the MP at all. Yeah, it's going to drop very quickly. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is the sleep herb. That is the only one. There he goes. So when a monster runs out of MP, it will turn blue and start flashing. It is useless until you raise up any form of MP. He's got to spend some resources here.
He doesn't want to throw away his egg. Too bad. So sad. Yeah. His egg won't help him if he's dead.
Yeah. Also, you have to remember, and this is something for anyone, is the monsters, at least in the second tower, tend to reflect on the monsters on the floor. So if you're on a Garuda heavy floor kind of thing, you find an egg. Ooh, a glacier. Hey, that's something to consider. AI 1 didn't work there. He walked through... Yeah, he's changing the camera angle so he moves correctly. I guess that was a misinput on his side. But yeah. Oh, we got another slow trap on Hex's side. Oh, that's a. Okay,
That's
it just.
okay.
All right.
I guess sometimes things work out, and oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that was the last turn of slow as well. So, but floor 9 versus floor 6, and this shows how different the second tower is. There's been 30 minutes or 24? Yeah, 24 minutes of play. So like, this is pretty brutal. The pace here, you would again the normal tower has 40 floors. Yeah, he should, barring a crit, I think he should be fine to take out the glacier. Yeah. Oh, look, a second glacier. Leave.
Yeah, glaciers, not. You know, it's funny. In some ways, they are kind of the water version of volcanoes in the sense that they have kind of similar models and mechanics, but also, just want to point this out, they're so much worse.
Yeah, they water creatures tend to be a little bit bulkier. You got like blooms and glaciers, snowmen, stuff like that. They hurt as well. Like they tend to actually hit, but they don't tend to have tricks to them. Glaciers are one of the very few ones that can actually hit you from afar. They'll create a little ice rock and shoot it at you, and that will push you into an object or away from your familiar too. So you have to be quite careful with them. But this is where the diamond shield is coming in handy, because that's still a good chunk of defense at these quote unquote early floors. But that's making a big difference versus, I think, Chai still has yet to have a shield. And although wind crystals are very rare, I think shields are also quite rare in the second tower. I never found too many of them when I was there. So
I feel like everything that's not a gold coin is rarer.
Yeah, because eventually, and I found this out when I was doing my run when I was like really high up in the tower. Oh, bye, Bindfall. That's a bad one to lose.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets that back for. I think he's gonna wait at the elevator for it. Red sand. Okay, that's useless.
Oh, stealths. On HexTree size. It's nice that they're making their presence known
now.
lightly first.
Yeah, versus being spawned invisible and having to find them out later. Oh,
right. But it also means you don't want to. Hex probably will not want to go walking around with low HP if he can help it, because, oh look, surprise, it's the end.
There was Chai taking out a picket, thinking it was the right one, wasting a fireball charge, and oops, it wasn't. And again, we still don't really have much MP recovery right now on Chai's side. We have 2 Peter Fruits on Hex's side.
Yep, also, sabers, those are a monster you don't see in the main tower. Yep. It is the evolved form of a snowman because, for some reason, snowmen become saber-toothed tigers. Okay. This is life now.
I mean, I understand Flames to Ifrits, Unicorns to Univerns, and what's the other one? Clowns to Deaths kind of thing, because they all kind of semi-resemble each other. I agree. I have no idea why the cute little pudgy snowman turns into this. It's very confusing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. Don't have a good answer for it, but it's a good question. As an aside, and I think I've said this before and I'll say it again, Azure Dreams, I love you, but your unicorn game is so weak. Get better. Get better about that, please. Breaking my little horse girl heart.
Well, the one thing which I love is like, oh look, it's a Palumpa. Oh, it did 6 damage. And it takes 2 hits to kill. The Palumpas are leveling up with the tower, and once they hit level 10, the Palumpas will all be the Collarjack ones.
Which makes them friends in a weird way.
Yeah.
It makes them much kinder to deal with.
Yeah. We got a little unicorn. Don't ever stand in front of the unicorn. Yep. So, just wasted turns by doing that. Then once they're in range, the AI3 will kick in effect. But the thing is, you don't know what entered from the south or the left.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good example.
Never. Like, again, they're not hard to kill. It's the other things which are really annoying to kill.
Right.
So,
Wind monsters are force multipliers. They make whatever situation you're in a little bit worse.
yeah. Oh, we got the egg here on
Yeah.
my side as well.
And
He's
potato
down for
fruit.
it.
Finally finding one. That will come in handy.
Looks like this is the room that Hex found those two of them in. So, okay, yeah, they were just a lot of eggs.
Well, that's unfortunate. Alchemic scroll, the worst scroll. Flat scroll, a pretty good scroll.
Yeah, so the way the monster movement works in this game is, I've always described it, because when I was trying to do a tutorial for AI1, I accidentally stumbled across how they move. And basically, they'll always keep their left hand on the wall, and they'll always go around the corners that way. So if the entire floor is a hallway with the flat scroll, they're never going to be aggroed unless they are 2 spaces away from you. And again, like David pointed out, you don't want the alchemic scroll. That was a misinput, most likely. Just because, it's not like no one cares about money in a speedrun on this one. But like, as long as you can keep your distance, you can literally just walk around the floor as much as possible.
The flat scroll gives you that distance because monsters can spot you in room and go for you, and that's why one-room floors are so scary because everything can see you and is coming for you.
Yeah, especially if you are unlucky enough to get hit by a glacier and get shoved all the way to the other side of the room. But that would never happen to a runner at all in a tournament setting. We would totally not make fun of someone eternally for that as well. Love you, Sad Knight, if you're listening.
That is the one thing for which we shall not blame him. We do not victim blame here.
No, that was legitimately one of the funniest damn things in the game, though. So.
Yeah, it is very funny. We will point and laugh, but we won't victim blame.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about your curling gold, Sand Knight, and how you're brilliant for that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, so we're looking at the floors again. It's floor 11 versus floor 8. There's not much of a difference between them.
These
but
things can spiral, but Chai's slower and steadier method, I think, now has the MP restoration to help back it up, basically.
Yeah.
And so that's gotta feel good.
He also found a diamond shield himself, too, so there was one in the tower anyway. Although Paralyzed Wand, not really the most ideal one, it does, pay off.
It's pretty good. I would rate it as on the same tier as the Life Wand, so I think those two are on pretty even footing.
Yeah. Okay. So I know Septic's in call, or in chat. No. Yeah. Don't screw with zoos. They are just terrifying. And again, this is another instance where all the monsters, Death, Zoo, and its Saber walk through a room with each other. Yeah, just leave Hex. Hex not paying attention again, or not just Hex, sorry. A runner not paying attention to Queenie's MP again. No, not Prison Trap Septic. I'm talking about Zoo. Before you say bark in chat. That's a lot of water monsters on Chai's side. I think Chai's winning his options right now for leaving.
Yeah, that is a mash. It is a monster mash.
Yeah. So.
Mash. One glacier, okay. Several glaciers, bad.
That's smart.
Yeah.
But only if it stays asleep.
Yeah, since it is in a hallway, it does have a reduced chance of waking up relative to being in a room. This could turn out alright, unless Chai gets very unlucky.
Yeah.
Or unless, for example, he is curled into being into that other glacier, and then it wakes up because he's next to it.
Yeah, he's weighing his options and he's doing the right things. I will give him credit to that. It is a lot of resources to keep going, but
Yeah.
it's still like this is a 3-hour run with a 2-hour like kind of time limit for how often you can die and re-enter. So leaving at the 33-minute mark, you still theoretically have 2.5 hours to go.
Right.
So like leaving now and coming in with supplies, identified items, and stuff like that is a big asset. And honestly, this tower seems relatively mean on the first climb. And there is the reason for Familiar Bell.
Yep. Does HexTree still have the fan bell? Does HexTree remember that he has the fan bell?
That's a question which I'm sure he will figure out soon.
Hex, you have a state display. You can look at it with your eyes.
Okay.
Look at it with your special eyes.
You say that. I also don't use a state display. It's there for commentary. When I play the game, I still open my inventory and look at stuff.
Well, at least you open your inventory and look.
Yeah, that's the thing. I take it. He found Queenie the hard way.
Yeah? Well, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not punished today.
That is some... And we have Chai dealing with all the glaciers again. I still... I would just do AI 3s or something. Like, it's slowed, but it's a glacier. It's going to hit you with the glacier move if it's behind you. So the second that you walk into its range, it might... Alright. Also, we learned from Sand Knight when he was showing off the second tower, noises are not that friendly anymore. If you can't take them out when you're on like floor 40, they're going to do like 60 damage to you and kill you. It's really weird.
They are sort of the lethal joke character of Azure Dreams.
Yeah.
And no one knew until the second tower.
Yeah, because that was, or was it survival? No, I think it was survival initially, because he got to past floor 40. The tower repeated, because floor 40 is all pickets. Blame me on that one, actually. So I told that to... I told that for programmer to do. I'm like, can you just make them all pickets so people who have all the items get them stolen? He's like, I love that idea. And we did it. So that's where that came from. But when you cycle the tower on survival mode or whatever, and it goes like floor 2 again, and you fight noises, all of a sudden the noises are doing like 60 damage to you because they're way higher level than they ever should rightfully be. Septic getting the wish of dragons. Just leaving, that's fair.
Yeah.
But
get out, keep walking.
You have to level while in this mode. If you do not level, you're really going to have problems versing certain monsters. And there's a Napolis. We have a flat scroll usage on Chai's side as well. Floor 15 versus floor 9, despite looking similar, different floors entirely.
Yep. Funny how that one happened.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Hex is... Okay, there you go. I was going to say, is poison, that's fun. That's half your HP gone. Half your max HP gone.
Universe? That's honestly on the list of things that could be there. Not the worst.
Yeah. There's money in this room and a sword, so nothing really to look for. For those who don't know, a wand is what you want, just because the... the stealth, that's what's happening on Chai's side. A wand will give you improved attack power. Oh, we have a gotcha machine on Hex's side, and he's considering...
What to feed it, though? That's the question.
Looking at it... Ah! Take it and find something. That is a perfectly valid option.
Yeah. Find some coins, for example. There we go. There is that Univern sneaking up behind him, but that's one step at a time.
Yeah. No, it's gonna also turn around. You don't want to... Yeah. Bye, Balrog.
Well, they're no longer rare spawns.
That's
So
true.
Very likely that he will. Yeah, and he is loading up on some coins in case he finds another one. Because now they just spawn like regular monsters, and they still have the same completely busted ability to tell what you're to dictate what rarity the item they give you is. Oh, mules. I see them actually.
I think they evolved to become one of the worst things to find in the second tower. Just because they constantly grow in level, and they're just not nice. Like, at all. Oh, we got some slowdown happening here.
Yeah, battles are surprisingly rough.
Oh, the Balrog is having issues with its, I still wouldn't even do that. I would never put Queenie down a blank square.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't stepped on it, you don't know if it's going to be a trap. I'd much rather just have Queenie take a hit. It sounds stupid, but like, especially for me, but that's a lot of... See, this is where you rename one of the bells just to A.
Yeah, and
then
then
if all of them change, there you go.
all of them to A, and you'll know whether or not it is something useful. There are only so many things the bells could be.
Yeah.
There are only 3 bells.
Yeah, if he's sitting on like 3 holy bells or something, then or 4 holy bells, and uses 1 or whatever, that's fine as well. Because again, this is a knowledge-based game, but being spawned in a bad room, no matter how much knowledge you have, you're gonna die.
Wrongs
I don't have a weakness still either. Still
are a little tough. You don't normally expect.
Yeah, the only one that it isn't is the familiar bell, and he has that already identified. But again, this is where it just comes to play experience and stuff like that. You need to know identifying things even basically, even before you know what they are, is crucial to managing your inventory. Another flat scroll, again, just because so much inventory. 90 MP versus 75, so they're both doing good on MP usage right now. We have a confusion trap on... Oh, it's a trap room.
It's a trap room.
At least there is no... You could, play a Queenie, wait a turn, and then use the fireball.
Yeah, that's really, I think, how I'd get out of this situation.
Yeah, because spell balls, despite being confused, are accurate to where you are pointing. They're not as if you attack.
All item usages are as normal, pretty much, during confusion. This includes throwing items. This includes using items. That's all pretty much the standard, and so that's a thing to do when you are confused.
So, just calling it now, Chai is going to lose if Chai gets to floor 15. We're going to spend 3 hours just playing gacha machines.
That could happen.
Chai has an extreme addiction to Balrongs. So, it's possible. I would probably do the last one there, because you should be able to run out of its MP and then deal with Monster Loop. That's probably the better one to throw. Other one might be Exit or Trap, and those both are quite useful.
Yeah. Well, Lean, that's pretty good.
Thankfully, the Olean fruit is not red. There is programmed into the game a red Olean fruit, but it's not used in the second tower. So there's a small chance that, is a thing. This is where you get up and leave.
Yeah.
Listen to the music. Gotta love it. Awkward.
That's where it will avoid getting us with the no music. It will avoid those 2 mules. It'll be great.
Let's see if that's a flame ball, yeah. Let's see if this ends up killing Chai. We saw on Hex's side when he was there was a paralysis trap on the 3rd or 2nd column of that room.
Okay, we will see how that goes.
Yeah, if he were to walk down for a bit and I try to do some spacing, he might get paralyzed, and then the snowman might come by and the saber might come by.
Career.
Yeah. Okay. I think you missed it by one space there. Again, they're fixed tower seeds, so we know exactly what's happening. Yeah, this is
distinct to the second tower.
Yeah, another Ifrit, or not, no, an actual Ifrit. I think we missed that when we were watching Shy's side when Hex was on these floors. So I don't remember that spawning in, at least on my side.
This is sure a room Hex is in.
This is where you start using those bells.
Yeah. One of them's a holy bell.
The thing is, the flames aren't weak anymore. They're on 418. They're gonna hurt.
They're gonna hurt. The U-boats are gonna hurt.
And the thing is, if you have both bells, there we go. Oh, we have nothing but holy bells.
Okay, HexTree.
Oh, that is nice.
Block.
Yeah, so we now know the last unidentified bell. That would be the malicious bell. But having 4 of them is, you're not going to kill them. Just go the plump away. Go the plump away. No, go to the safe plumpas that don't attack. Every other path is dumb. Thank you. No, go. There we go. Now let's kill them for free experience.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Stand there menacingly?
The thing is, once plumpas hit level 10, they become the collar jack variants. They don't attack, but they will steal your collar. Small strat you can do in this or the regular format is you can purposely have a collar stolen. We should also say as well, you can also get a blue collar in the first tower. We give it to the runners so they don't have to enter the first tower in this mode. So they do have that available.
Do not allow them to go above floor 2 in the first tower because we're here for second tower. We are here for blood.
Yeah, and so is the tower, truthfully.
Yeah, but it's always there for blood.
That's a really, really far used flame ball there. Flame ball looks like a fireball. Fireball looks like a flame ball. I still don't think they had the names correct in the original version, but that's what they are.
Czaj is hatching the egg. I think that's the zoo egg that HexTree has.
Yep. That is the sled spell. I can't remember what that one's called. Blaze, that's right. And the thing is, I don't know why he would hatch the egg, but, you know, not the worst option to get it ready. Oh, we have identified egg on Hex's side of a zoo, so yay.
I think that is the egg that Czaj has, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're correct. I think it is the one because there's a 6-floor difference right now. Again, both these runners, to their credit, are calculated players, so they know exactly what they're doing. Hex seemingly has gone faster than normal for this match. Oh, so 27 damage from the flame.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a lot. No, okay. I get it. You're behind in levels to the floor. You're 14 to 19 now. Still,
you're always going to be behind in levels. That's life.
Ooh, high block. That is not ideal because it can paralyze you next to the door frame where Queenie won't help you. So, yeah, that's the right choice.
They fold to spells really easy, and that's nice. It is the solace. Okay, it's the solace if you have a spell ball. Egg could be block. Yep, I was right. There's the zoo.
Yes. Block is double damage. If you get a U-boat, you basically get free infinite star glasses as long as you have MP.
Any MP at all.
Yep, even a basic herb. You can throw a poison herb at it and still use the ability. Also, I had to wake myself up with a chili candy. That's why I muted myself briefly.
That said, blocks are double defense. Arachnes are double attack.
Yeah, if you ever play casually, just mix those two monsters together and have fun. You're not going to die. Unless you get confused, then you're super dead.
Yeah. Then you're doomed. There's nothing you
Frustrating.
can do.
At first,
Well,
we were Lucas
well,
runners.
you
I
know
died
what?
against the wall.
You know what? If you're confused, if they're confused, what you might be able to do, if you're lucky, is lift. That's why it needs to be a spider with a block in it, not a block with a spider in it.
Ooh. Well, that threw Chai's experiment out the window.
Yep, that could have been significantly better.
Yeah, now you're playing the 1 and 8 game, the scariest thing for all Zero Dreams runners. I would kill a block on Hex's side just for some experience.
I don't think Holy Bell is usable on flat scrolled floors because there are no rooms. Rooms no longer have meaning. Everything's a hallway.
The thing is, they do work, I believe. I'll have to test this later. But I do believe the room points, because when you see the map, when you enter rooms, they all highlight still. I do believe the room status is still on them.
Fascinating.
This is a trap room. Start hitting the ground. Because you'll
Yeah.
see, as he enters this room, it will light up when he walks into it. So I do believe Holy Scrolls, or Holy Bells, still work in them. But it may be because of bad programming. But I've never tested it because I didn't want to waste something in a tournament match like that.
Yeah.
Again, Chai is going to be addicted to gambling in a second, so everyone sit back and watch HexTree for a while. Because, yeah, once he realizes the Balrog is here, he's going to try to go for a roach fruit, most likely.
Actually, we haven't really seen the good roche fruit targets, have we?
No, it's been a pretty standard, I guess. I don't know how to phrase it. Set of monsters. It's just been things that can attack you pretty quickly. That's about it. No.
Speaking of things that can attack you, I see dragons, I see maximums, I see flames.
This would be a great water strat floor. Or if you have a water ball. Oh no, Hex got rid of that. Never mind. Because water balls are extremely broken. Dadarsis, one of the original world record holder when the community was formed, a wonderful person, he found out during a tournament match, if you were to use a water ball on Queenie or whatever familiar, and stick it against another water or a fire creature, the maximum would only do 1 damage to you. So you can use that and basically survive fights you're not supposed to survive for 40 turns. It's great. And there is
little
yeah, but there's also a strat to buffing up the monster, throwing it so it distracts all the monsters, then begging it when they're all away from it. Mm-hmm. So there's something you can do with that.
Meanwhile, HexTree is surrounded.
Yeah, this is unfortunately. I would just straight up go for the Olean fruit.
Yeah, that could work.
But he's going to do AI1 and Fireball. I believe that's the 3rd charge of the Fireball, so he has 2 more on the basic one. And it should be a KO because maximums do not have HP.
They just have attack.
Yeah. They also have the wonderful ability of using up twice the amount of MP that they should have. That sucks.
Yeah. It makes them both bad friends and bad enemies, and that just seems unfair.
So this is where gambling addiction comes in handy. If you do this, you technically stall the hallway and bottleneck it, and you can prevent the other monsters from getting at you. So why are you walking away, Chai? You know this.
That is a good question.
Yeah. Nah, we got another no audio floor for music because the game
does not use the same audio as last floor programmed into it here for some reason.
Yeah. But if Hex were to get a level, the music will come back. Well, we got the star glasses. I believe that's because he had truth glasses once already and star glasses. So there's only 2 types of glasses, so all glasses now identified on HexTree's side.
Wind crystal.
That
a wild wind crystal.
Yeah.
That's good.
That might come in handy later. Again, I always told all the runners that joined and all the people who have played in these tournaments and stuff like that, that resources are useless if you're dead. I've said that numerous times to so many different runners, but it's very true. And especially in a tournament setting with re-entries allowed, if you have resources and can pull off a better run the second time, we have unidentified 3-heart fruit. That might...
That's some big damage! That's 35 damage from that noise in a single hit.
Yeah,
That's half of Hex's HP.
Yeah,
One blow. Boo.
Yeah, compared to the 11 damage from the bell wrong. Like, there's a difference between floors right now, but again, don't shrug off the things which, were initially easy at the start of the tower. Oh! We have dedication from Chai.
Yeah, that's a water crystal. I would not throw away a water crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on gambling addiction mode, I think, right now.
Yeah.
As he has more stuff in his inventory that he can possibly deal with. Because look at his inventory, how stacked it is.
Ditch the Earth Shield.
That is a curing ball, whatever those are called.
Recovery.
Thank you. I always just call it cure. I think that's what it is.
That's, probably the spell anyway. Yeah. I think just getting out of there is a sensible decision from HexTree.
I want to say Chai is debating on how to get the other Balrog to him.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna lure. Yeah, he's gonna lure Queenie away and keep the Univert out. Oh dear lord.
Why? Please, this is an intervention.
Yeah. Chai, how'd you do this match? I never got past floor 15. I was gambling the entire time.
Just because you can play play the barongs all day, doesn't mean you should.
See, now here's the funny thing. I will only say one thing against Chai, because every runner has their own style. But he keeps telling me off for doing Earthquake strats with the invincibility glitch, because it takes too much time. I'm just saying. Oh, man. A glacier egg? Okay. I mean, not amazing.
Also, stealths.
Yeah, that's still a big chunk of damage from that, though. Because that's 30... Well, he's missing like 35 HP or so. Oh, there, his control's working again. Because of the dual shock thing. I guess too much gambling destroys controller.
There's a moral lesson in there somewhere. A very strange moral lesson.
Too much gambling on a flat scrolled floor. Like, leave the Balrogs alone. Oh, there's the trap room. I would not walk in there at all. Still.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where the other monsters are, or if they would have hit a trap. Exactly. Revan, I'm leaving it up to you to get Chai's addiction in check, please, because this is a very bad gambling addiction. I called it when 15th floor was on Hex's side. Now Hex is on floor 26.
This is getting to be an increasingly large gap.
Yeah, and
there's plenty of time for things to go in other ways, but that would involve Chai, say, leaving this floor.
So here's the thing.
Going somewhere
we know
else.
What the tower looks like on Hex's side. This is a fixed seed tower. If this is all for a roche fruit, we know that on
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We know for a fact the roche fruit will be basically useless in the inventory for Chai for the next 9 floors, except upon re-entry. He wants to check the fruit. Is that it?
I think so. That or he just has so many.
Honestly, yeah. Like having that many holy bells is useful. I would not keep the second. Like the second you get something from Hex's inventory out, I get rid of the second familiar bell. There's just no reason for that one. Peter fruit's not bad. That's at least something.
It's a handy thing to have in a very specific situation, but that very specific situation is, well, specific.
Yeah.
It's not an everyday. It's not a you're always going to want another one. It's a if you have one, it will get you out of one and precisely one bad situation of one very particular type. Your monster is somewhere else relative to you.
That's going to do a lot of damage there again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was hoping the troll would jump up on the top platform and try, but it always goes for who it can hit more people at once, so it will naturally walk down to do that. Because if it went up, it wouldn't be able to attack Queenie. You can manipulate some monster movement that way. Which on the fly, he hatched the glacier. Why are you hatching the glacier?
Glacier. What does he think it? Glaciers don't. What?
Glaciers don't do anything for abilities.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
it's just a water monster. Okay, he's getting it ready to hatch. That's fine. I would think he's maybe going for like water strats eventually.
Yeah, that could work. That could be it. And we know that will, if he makes it eventually pay dividends. There are stream wands. Oh.
Okay, he spawned on a trap.
That's just mean.
Yeah, and
That,
now you have a sleepy Queenie up there on the next floor.
hopefully you don't regret it, because there'd be nothing you could do.
Yeah, this is where I think you would honestly just use a holy bell, because I wouldn't trust. Oh gosh. Okay, so if Chai when Chai gets to floor 30, we're gonna have another gambling addiction here. So I'm calling it now. So. Like, I remember when we were doing the booklist showcase, and I ended up winning just because Chai was like locked into Balrongs for 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing to watch.
Yeah,
That was a thing to
like,
watch.
that's why I'm commenting about it. Is legitimately like, he really enjoys seeing Balrongs to the point where it's detrimental. But again, everyone has their own playstyle. If you go for that roach fruit, think of Garuda's coming up. The difference can literally be a difference of 20, 30 floors in the instant because of a Garuda. Like,
Yeah,
it's more than
there are
possible.
some monsters that are completely busted.
And we don't know what that egg is yet because I don't think Hex hatched that or came close to identifying it. But it might be a block. What was the other ones on this floor?
U-boats, I believe.
Yep, that was another option.
And that's pretty good.
The thing is, again, like, it would be very, don't hit the sleeping U-boat. Like, it's not, yeah, now it's awake and angry. That doesn't, like,
Those
yeah.
creatures are hateful.
It should take it out. 60 is enough damage, I think, yeah. Oh, hey, look, it's Mandara, one of the most useless HP stat monsters going. Too much Pokemon Violet. The Mandara is like the one water creature that can die to fire strats easily.
Yeah, it's a very strange critter that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a water creature. It doesn't really play like a water creature.
Yeah, a lot of newer runners always assume it's a fire genus just from its coloring.
Mm-hmm.
And the Fabergé egg-looking monster apparently is water.
Yep.
Like, to me, they ran out of ideas. Like, oh, we already have too many wind and fire creatures. Like, well, slap it in the water genus pool, whatever. Although it hurts a lot. I will 100% say, like, it's evil on that one. But, and a big but on that one, is they're not really threatening in the casual play because, again, as long as you have a Scarlet Wand or you AI and hit twice, you can kill Mindars easily. If you're on low leveling pace.
Look at these spell balls.
That's Pillar, yeah. Yeah, that's
a lot. This is a very nice inventory. I'm not even sure what I would like.
But at this point, the life wand isn't helping you anymore. Okay, opposite mentality there. I would get rid of the life wand just because you're on floor 31. Unlike the normal game where things cap out like level 26, yeah, they're getting to the point where even if it's just a dream, they're going to kill you. Just a segue into that one. Nope. Yeah, it's
they're a little bit tougher than you would expect.
Yeah, go for a direct and use a magic and take out the death. Death is another monster that you don't normally see. He's debating if he has any charges into Fireball still. Yeah, there we go. Level 21. At level 23, that is my comfort zone because I know the damage calcs very well for that. But it kind of goes out the window when things are stronger than they should be.
Yep. The math quickly outpaces the regular tower. Like, even the Dreamin's 10 damage from a Dreamin.
Like, it's a bit weird to see some of the weaker monsters do damage, let alone distinctive damage. So, yeah, like, if that thing were to push you to sleep in a door frame, it's going to do a lot of damage before you wake up, possibly.
Yeah, no.
And you're assuming the ground is safe beneath the gold trap, too, there, and I would not do that. Also, the tower spawns more and more gold coins as you go up a tower. Which is great.
Start hitting like the item limit in a couple of places we have seen.
Yeah, and I found out, and I showed it off to everyone else by accident. But if you were trying to put down an item on a floor that hits item limits, yeah, it just despawns the item. 22 damage through opposite genuses. That's quite a bit. Because they are bulky. They're not going to take damage. So you got to be very careful in doing that. And again, you see actually, to be fair, the life wand with that much damage, getting like 7 each piece, that's like more or less just under a tenth of your health for the most part. So maybe it is worth keeping the life wand around.
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh,
I think if he had an easy way to get water, though I guess he does actually, now that I think about it. He does.
Holy Bell. I would Holy Bell.
Yeah, this is a Holy Bell situation.
You have the Holy Bell Holy Bell situation. You have the Holy Bell, but the thing is, if the block wakes up and paralyzes you, you're good as dead. Mm-hmm. Queenie cannot survive the 2 water blooms.
And
oh, sorry, that's a medal.
That's even worse.
Yeah, you don't want to be across from those things. Like, if you were just to use a Holy Bell, they'll all leave the room. Mm-hmm. And it's the safest play to survive.
They will all be someone else's problem.
Yeah. Or you can kill them on the way up.
Use.
You do, yeah, make sure you walk, there you go. Once you're in the hallway, you're relatively fine on that. And deliberate movements only. He is going to try to kill it with the spell, which I agree with, and it will die. And
except there are, in fact, the other blooms, and you can't kill those easily.
No, they take a lot of fireballs and stuff to take out.
They're tanky friends.
Yeah, okay. I'll add it to the counter. One more egg bomb that didn't work. Grab some paper here. Mm-hmm. We're keeping track of stats in the tournament, so... Egg bomb, not working. 1. That's... If he doesn't kill it, okay. It's gonna hit Queenie. Because it turned already.
And there goes Queenie.
Yeah. He does have a restore scroll potentially in his inventory, so
Yeah.
I do understand the play, but again...
This was not necessary. This did not need to play out this way.
No, Revan, I'm keeping track of the ones that do not one-shot monsters.
Because that is generally what one is intending to do with an egg bomb, is to get rid of a problem you can't get rid of by yourself.
Honestly, it's worth picking up the scroll. We don't know if that's a holy or a malicious one, but if you throw it at the enemy, it could potentially do one or the other things. I would use it in the hallway right there, truthfully, because then you would block off the hallway too. Hex weighing their options right now. Yep. And the 1 and 8 did not play out. You have to play it 2 more times. Okay. Fire crits? Okay. No, walk back to where you came from. Oh, okay, that's nice. it turned the balloon away, so that's something.
Yep. You scrolled right past your best window of opportunity to not deal with this problem.
It did get aggroed, but yeah, he should have been spacing it out to see when it became non-confused, because this is where
well, there's an egg to replace the old egg.
There's some good things here.
Yeah.
So I do agree with hatching this particular egg, because you might get a kid. And if you do that, you're already above level 20. It's only one level to evolve it. And then anything metal in the thing gives you, MP. Although this looks bad.
This is very bad.
Yeah, you gotta go flame and pillar and stuff. Okay, that one worked. See, that was an egg bomb that worked. The other one cost them a damage. And okay, we have the thing there. Stand on it, use the potential restore scroll, stand on it in case... Oh, I guess he already knows. Yeah. That was way dicier than it should have been, because if you would have used a holy bell to start... Just saying. The safest plays and the slowest plays will get you through to the floors easier in this tournament. And thinking you're going to save time and get out quickly is a surefire way of things backfiring really quickly. Oh, a 1 exit room. How ugly. I hate that. They are the worst rooms to see, especially when the elevators... Okay, Queenie's going to die if you don't hit it with a spell. If you're trying to... Okay, good. 40 HP is nothing to a dragon's attack. Oh, dear God.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you can be able to do mixed magic, and we see the worst creature in the corner over there coming.
Oh, no.
Use a flat scroll.
Yeah, this would be a good place for a flat scroll.
Yeah. No, use a flat scroll. You can maneuver. Yeah, bat and elves have become the worst. What are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing?
Hiding in the corner using a flat scroll. Oh, there was a trap there too. Yeah. Okay, so now they'll follow the left-hand side, and Hex can use this to manipulate the enemy AI yeah, I guess significantly would be the term I was looking for.
Yeah, I would probably hatch the egg while I'm here,
Yeah, if you set at a certain point, you're guaranteed basically not to encounter a monster with a flat scroll activated. These guys, they're little damage sponges, but you do get quite a bit of damage or experience from them. Just stay the heck away from bat and elves. Oh man, they are healing little monsters. And a snowman on floor 35 would be just terrifying. So.
Not a holly jolly
Oh. Well, Chai's experiment kind of went out there. He was checking the floors to make sure he wasn't going to get hit by a trap going to the snowman. And then by the time he got to it woke up, so he just left.
Yeah, reasonable.
Ooh.
Okay, now what?
Use the flat scroll and choose it to... It's dead.
Yep.
It's gonna die.
It's gonna
Oh
die.
no, he still has one
Fam
failure.
now!
Yeah.
I love it when the fam comes through.
Chai is making up ground, but also Chai is also gonna get stuck on floor 30 with more bell wrongs if he has the same problem. But yeah, the other thing as well to think about is, oh, Mandara. I mean, I guess you're confusion proof. Is that this trait?
I think so.
I
And
wouldn't
water.
use it though. Like, I know you want the water strats, but well, I guess he has a water crystal. That's fine. We see a fusion, not uncommon, but you know, still unbrainwashable. So okay, there's nothing else. Hex could pick up Queenie, then use the warp trap himself, and hopefully land somewhere safe. That worked. He's behind the snowman coming up there as well. It's so weird to hear like the nonchalant tower music.
Right, when
Like-
all of this is going on, and also like, oh, there's a stream wand suddenly justifying Chai's decision making.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And there's
Did you see what happened on Chai's side?
yes.
There's a sleep trap where he spawned. We figured this out last time because there's a go-up trap to the left of him right now. But he was about to try to pick it up. So if he walks left, he might hit the go-up trap and ignore the stream wand as well.
You're in a trap room, Chai.
Okay, Queenie tried to set it off, and obviously it can't get set off, so he can actually stay on his floor and check things out now. But yeah, he's now going to be precautious. He doesn't check the... Okay, whatever. But yeah, spawning with... on a trap is a thing, and it won't activate until you step on it, but Queenie will definitely get hit by it. He's going to do one more and throw the paralysis wand. That's a white sand. Yeah, it's a white sand. I don't know if he's seen a blue one or not, but I know he's sleep ball. I wouldn't do that one. I get it, but sleep ball is from a bell wrong with low MP, so it probably has like one charge on it.
Well, now it has two.
Yeah.
Anyway, stream wand is pretty nice. It's
Oh,
when you have
yep.
water cube. That is both the mixture magic bonus from a wand and the same type attack bonus.
Yeah. No. Here's where Chai can make short work of basically everything that's scared Hex on these floors. Because even right now, you see Hex duking it out with the saber. Chai can probably just two-shot them. It's not going to make up much of make them much of a threat. Like water strats are still very viable in this format. If you manage to, I would definitely keep the slow. Oh, that's a sleep herb. I see. Oh no,
Oh dear,
that's
be
more
bad.
frame.
You said there isn't one before a door frame.
It's well. The thing is, if an enemy walks into the door frame, Queen
Yeah,
will
yeah.
activate.
An enemy walking in the door frame would be bad.
Yeah. This is where you pick up Queenie and then use the fireball on Hex's side, because it will drop Queenie in front of you, behind it, and away from the saber.
Also, that dreamin' really did.
Well, the water strats are gone
Nothing
now, so
That's the dreamin'.
yeah. Thankfully, restore scroll, but at the same time, yeah. This is where again, like the mentality is, oh wow, it's a Dreamin'. That's not going to do too much damage. To you just have a water Queenie now versus the Dreamin'. It's not going to win.
Nah.
And also, it's no longer level like 6 or 8 or whatever they are.
So this is a bad situation.
Okay, you walk in there, and then you walk one more. So you take 2 hits, then you use a Holy Bell. Or you can do that and take a hit from the saber. That's absolutely fine too.
That's less fine.
No. Okay, there's another bell wrong. I saw the what I thought was a kraken foot or something.
Yeah.
And we have more gambling on Chai's side. So I've been thinking more and more about the Balrog odd table.
Yeah.
They show things off from the second tower they're not supposed to in the first tower, right?
Right.
So aren't they just basically the second tower table?
No, I don't think so.
Because like if you can get like, you know, the poison herbs and stuff from the second tower, you can find them on the ground. Like I know the percentage is wrong. I know that's wrong, but wouldn't they just essentially be?
If we're talking the percentages then being different and it's just a list of items, then yeah. Or it could just be like the totality of the list of items, which I guess would be the second towers anyway. So fair enough.
Yeah, because like maybe they did program it and then removed it, but then you know maybe because they removed it or something, it screwed. Oh, there's a trap there. I just can't be on areas that have traps on them. Comically see all the items sliding around. Ooh, there's a fruit there.
That is what this is all for, possibly. Or maybe it's not. Who knows? It's not.
We did see a Garuda on Hex's side, on like floor 35. That's a lot of damage still.
Yeah.
Unidentified bell. I think the malicious bell is a 3-1, so. Yeah, what was that one? That's a blue sand over there. He's not. I would just use it anyway. Like, he has. Oh, he doesn't have the shield equipped. Okay.
Yeah,
he has an Earth shield. He doesn't actually have it equipped, though.
No. Oh, there's a Jarapita. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Jarapita does get eaten, though, by Ko. Or, sorry, dropped after eaten, so. Malicious is 4 heart. Okay. Two spell balls, and unfortunately, a Wind Dreamin'. There's a
Lamb trap. That's not pleasant.
no. Doesn't the Slam Trap have like different graphics? It's like a stone, a mace ball, or
yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Or something else that I don't.
I want to say there's like a frying pan too, but I'm not too sure.
Oh, leather shield. That might be worth it for HexTree. And immediately punished. Okay.
Mirror.
But the diamond shield.
Because it's the leather cartel. What was the mirror one again? Either way, mirror shields, best shields. I still stand by that. People can yell at me in chat, but
I can see the argument.
yeah, it's again, if you're banking on not getting hit, I'd much rather not get hit by the breath attack or the low bind or whatever, which has a much higher % chance of dodging because of it. Yeah, they're so close. More bell wrongs on floor 38.
This is a casino. What we have here.
This is the worst possible tower seed for Chai to be productive.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah, this is this is where it's gonna be problematic because should have commanded Queen to go stay. Sleep's not bad. Sleep is always useful.
I'd probably chuck the sand at it.
Mm-hmm. Star glasses, truth glasses. Truth glasses are useful.
Yeah, got a bunch of eggs. Check them out.
Yep. They're all really useful except for the recovery one for the most part. You can probably, yeah. Because like, recovery is useful, but
places, but at this point it is so outpaced by
yeah.
everything else is doing. There's no
Yeah,
point.
you have to have like when I had my match versus Chai, I had a napless fuse into Queenie for double HP. Like that's probably the only way I would ever really consider keeping a recovery ball, just because I was able to survive a little bit. Okay, binding's not the worst. He wants to go in there and grab the glasses, but he doesn't want to fight the bat in hell. Oh, if he goes in there, he'll distract the. Looks like oh, you're in the hole. Yep.
You know what would be funny?
Hmm.
If that were the rush fruit. The original platform for this game is the PlayStation.
Yes.
It can be played on a couple of other consoles, I think, via the PlayStation Store emulation or in console emulation, I suppose.
Yeah. We are playing on obviously emulators for the de-randomizing randomizer, but
if you're playing on the original hardware and want to play around with the second tower, that's a thing you can do. You just need like a Game Shark.
Yes, actually, yeah, this is actually a feature which is on all console game or CDs. There is our Discord link. I forgot it's not on the exclamation point Azure. Also, while I'm doing all the plugging, hey, you should go follow the runners, eh?
They're doing some excellent work today. Also, man, look at all those gold coins.
Yeah.
Why do they think we care about them? Why did you do this, Azure Dream programmers?
Yeah, but if you join the Discord, no matter what level of play, we're happy to have everyone. We're like nearing 700 or hit 700 people already. It's kind of bizarre. We always thought there'd be like 12 people in total, and that was it. But lo and behold. Also, because the command said so, like just to give credit, the stream that was made by one of our artists, Sustaina, who's an absolutely wonderful person. Hey, look! Chai used the holy bell immediately.
Yeah. Isn't that simpler?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of holy bells.
I mean, so many holy bells. Like, again, if you get caught in a hallway or something, it's problematic. But, you know. Oh, hey, there we go. That's useful. Even though Pule would disagree if he was in chat.
HexTree is apparently also disagreeing. I'm getting something less good out of it. That could be very unfortunate.
Is that a stealth coming? No. Okay. Thankfully, okay, the one thing players have to remember, if you're going to use an item, position your camera first so Queenie doesn't wander. Because Ko will always face the screen. And if you were to, let's say, paralyze yourself with a paralyze herb, you'll be facing forward, and that's why Queenie was moving back and forth outside the room. Otherwise, he wouldn't have cared. And if he would have done that and positioned it wrong, if the bell rung, let's say, woke up and they got MP somehow, like, or another one walked up, Queenie would never defend you because he used it in the middle of the door frame.
Yep.
And that is extremely,
enemy.
Yeah. The worst thing in this game is door frames, just because they are programmed not to be in rooms, but they're not outside of rooms. And they are problematic for that. And we're just going to have Hex go up to 440.
Like they should be the answer of a riddle, you know, not on the road or off it, not clothed nor nude.
Yeah.
Nude, not by foot and not by horse, etc., etc.
Goodbye, Queenie.
Oops, left Queenie behind.
Yep. He's gonna figure that one out when it dies in a second. He doesn't have a restore scroll.
Yep. Oops, a doodle.
Yep. And the Queenie's dead.
Go.
So what's in that egg?
That's a very good question.
I think Hex might be able to figure out soon.
Yeah, now he's thinking he might be level up. Oh, but it has so little heat.
Yeah.
I suspect it will not get hatched on this floor, but maybe on another floor.
Yeah, he has enough holy bells to kind of.
He also has a flat scroll if he wants to find a large room to cheese.
Yeah, that is I was gonna say a big item room, but also, you know.
Cool.
I would honestly probably use a flat scroll this floor still. I would probably take advantage of the fact
that it has a big room that you can just sit in the center of, hatch that egg, see what you can get.
Yeah. Are you gonna go for the pickup? Okay.
That worked out.
Nope, you were one space away.
Oh no, Ko's arms have range.
Yeah, normally doesn't come into play because you're already throwing like across like a 6-tile room. Okay.
Oh, there's the drop trap.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a flat scroll. Oh, yeah, we see here Chai, afraid of the Batnail, immediately using the flat scroll just to not worry about it. And just thankfully, I think that's one of the very few Batnails we saw in the tower climb so far.
We've only seen a couple.
Jirapita, very nice. I can block off a hallway and, you know, save people.
You don't. Okay, I approve of Leather Shield. I don't think you need a second one.
But what happens if you use a decurse, so then all of a sudden you want to equip the potentially cursed Leather Shield?
Well, you're still gonna have the curse status on you, aren't you?
They found out in the discussions that we were having with this game, if you use a cure-all herb for that floor, you do not have the curse status. But the second you go up the elevator, the curse status comes back.
Also, wow, lucky with the pickups there, Hex.
Yeah, 6 out of 8, or no, 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8, because it's just over 50%, I think, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, poison traps aren't scary until you hit a slam trap right afterwards.
Yep.
So I recommend everyone, if you guys want to keep watching, go
for the 1 second.
Oh yeah, for until he leaves the floor. Yeah, yep. Technically does not have the curse status, so then it's going to go right back again. But we are nearing the 2-hour mark. We're 29 minutes away. After that, no more reentries are allowed. But
their lives will be whatever they are, pretty much.
Yep, and so if they want to figure things out and do whatever, it's a good time. But if people need to use the bathrooms, get drinks, stretch, do whatever, because we're on the last, or past the halfway point in this match, theoretically. Now's a good time to do so.
Yeah, this is still at a phase where anything happening won't end the entire game.
So, it's definitely not a restore scroll, we know that. Well, okay, now we know it's a holy scroll. Now we're getting an egg hatching finally. So chat, place your bets. What is in the wine red egg? 74 damage and the Palumpa survived.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not scary because it's a Palumpa, but like, don't like that.
Yeah, that's a lot of HP. You got Clown. Septic thinks it's a Palumpa, or just surprised, one of the two. Oh, is that Batnell going to be... Nope, you leave.
Just walk the other way.
Yeah.
Get out.
It is a kid! Ooh.
He called it!
Yeah, that is probably one of the best things you can pick up. It is probably second or third best overall monster. Dragon, I should say. But for when it comes to... Yeah, just return. Because it gets filled up on gold. And guess what? There's gold coins everywhere.
Yeah, it has enough MP. You can just do whatever you want with it, really.
Oh, that Batnell. I would use the Girapita. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't want to use the second Girapita, but no. Look behind him first. You had the corner blocked off. Oh yeah, the Plump is staying corners now.
Huh. Funky.
Yeah. So if Hex were to get, like, looking at the kid's strength already, it has 63 attack power, which
Yeah.
is kind of monstrous in this game. Flat scroll, not a bad thing to do because you can spam breath and fill up on coins with this thing. This is a wonderful monster to have. Oh look, a better shield.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, 34. This is still going to do a lot of damage with mixture magic.
At this point, ooh, look, it's like
It's a huge chunk of
4 less damage. Oh wow.
yeah. Yeah, again, but like
Defense gives you so very little, and defense from shields is worth so depressingly little. It's sad, is what it is.
debate the stream ones. Okay.
He has an inventory slot to spare.
Yeah, thankfully they're not going to get aggro to the kid, so he can just kind of leave there, and he's waiting to get the level up first. Again, this is where you would just spam breath on anything that you can hit. That isn't water. Like you see the griffin, you would target that one down. They're doing loops. They'll be back.
Yep, they are just going in a loop.
Yeah, exactly. Fun fact, traps can be beneath elevators, so that's still a very risky play. It's very, very uncommon. Oh dear. Holy Bell?
Yeah, this feels like a Holy Bell situation.
I guess he could pick up the kid and take a hit, but like you don't know if a trap's there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The one type of trap that it was okay to hit.
Yep. Oh, we have the Earth Shield equipped with and off. Okay.
Yeah.
Just testing to see if it's cursed. That's all. So
sure
many water creatures. Yep. This is where you use a Holy Bell. Come on, Hex.
Remember, you cannot take it with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get the sleeping one. That's the easiest one to do. Actually, there's 2 sleeping ones. I didn't see the second one there. 4 shots. 5 shots. There we go. And we have the evolution. And since it was a kid, unlike the random toolkit one, he can pick up this dragon. It has the wrong weight value to it.
Your dreams, a perfectly programmed game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to kill that. No, you don't pick up the gold. You pick up the gold and then give it. No, don't. Yeah, there's no reason to have a Lara Seed. Lara Seed just lowers your level by 1.
Mm-hmm.
There is a strategy. If you want, you can technically underflow monsters. It takes a long time and requires a particular set of things, but you can technically underflow monsters. So they have 2, 5, 6 defense and attack power. The dragon is one of them. Batnell is the obvious one because that's always been the case. That's where it came from. And I want to... No, Ifrit doesn't. Ifrit has the same level gain as Flame. So it's unfortunately not able to. Oh, the train just went honk. Or horn, whatever.
It did not pick up, so that's fine.
I am nowhere close to a railroad.
Trains are loud.
Yeah, so, that's great to hear at 9:42 p.m. or I guess whoever's around there.
Yeah. I live close enough to train tracks that I can, in fact, occasionally hear them in the dead of night.
I like
trains. It's like, trains are neat. So
we have the water. Oh, go for it.
Very mildly unsettling about train track crossings when there's a train just kind of like chilling somewhere up the track, and it's like, so you're there, I see that. How's that working out for you, Mr. Train?
Also, floor 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some numbers you cannot get in the regular tower.
I'm like, oh god, he spawned next to a dragon. I'm like, oh yeah, right.
That's his dragon.
Yeah. Oh, I just ripped the random toolkit with all the random stuff we kept putting on or whatever. And all monsters being randomized as well. That was just... What was it? All monsters mixture magic's unlocked. And everyone's like, haha, pickets. Like, oh no, they're water pickets. You didn't lose all your defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got the leather shield again being cursed on Chai's side.
It's actually the same one.
Ooh. Hex just ate the sea seed while having a stream one in his inventory.
That's gotta sting.
Yeah. I admit you don't want it to be wind, because that would be very detrimental, because these can still... Yeah, here's the comically light dragon that you can pick up.
Mm-hmm.
What's the volcanoes? Just bulky.
They are tough little oranges, and there goes the kid.
Oh, that was fun.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that lasted for like a minute. And it's
okay.
Time.
No, it's okay. Chai's gambling again. He has time. Or 38. So yeah, we're going commando, as the term was.
That's going to make life really good
Terrifying.
on the pickups today. Yeah, much terrifying. It's going to be a matter of what can HexTree avoid. Hopefully it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as we are getting closer and closer to the point at which... Oh, acid rain, that's sad.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, like, that would have been great to have. I still try to use the 6-star ones when I'm in a room with something, just in case. Because I've now used 2 acid rain balls in 2 matches in a hallway or something like that while testing things. And it's like, well, that's pointless. So we, again, see Chai figuring out how to get the bell wrong to him. He wants that bell wrong.
It does.
451. Again, anything can go wrong here. So it's not like Hex is, going to be great. But at the same time, Chai might just get unlucky, go down a different path, hit a trap, do whatever. Like, this is still the tower that we all hate. And Chai going back to... Chai. Come on, man. He didn't even move with it either. He just... Another wind crystal. Don't need 2 of those in your inventory.
No, especially not at this point. Maybe early on, it would have some value in being able to, like, have enter with one. But here, now, an hour and 40-something minutes in? Yeah.
Actually, he got rid of his original wind crystal.
Oh.
That was his wind crystal.
Oh, well.
So it looks like he's locked in here for the last 18 minutes unless he comes across another one. Because, again, there is a perfectly fine strat to... Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going to have to use a fire spell. Because that thing's not going away from your water queenie. There we go. The metal turning itself around there with the 2 exits next to each other. Oh, we have the audioless room again, or the musicless room again. 4, not room.
We know what words are like. They have things.
We totally didn't schedule this match late at night, so once the community's tired. Not at all.
These things happen. Ben, it's a special After Dark match. And fire crystals are so worthless. They're not worth keeping. They do nothing for you at this point because Salamander's levels do not scale. It is one monster forever. And by forever, I mean for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, which seems like forever.
It can, in the right circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh, and it especially can if it somehow gets a level up when it's outside your line of vision. Then it really seems like forever.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple soft locks. Thankfully, the de-randomizing randomizer does stop those problems. But in the grand scheme of
So
things,
far as I would say that it stops many of them. It does not stop all of them.
no, there's a couple like you should just know, like don't throw Lean Fruit against a Transforming Eva. There's a couple things, but there's also a couple of straight up hard locks as well, where the game says, "Oh yeah, 1 + 5 is potato," and I was like, "I'm gonna calculate this." Like, okay, you hear the music, and then it never keeps going.
It's a bit of a okay, you're doing something real weird in my math, and I don't want that. Stop it. I'm not letting you do this. This isn't Pokemon. I can't just let you do whatever you want.
What is he? Oh, I see. He's using the sleep ball and getting around to the north exit. I see. Hopefully, it doesn't wake up right away on turn 1. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other one became blind.
That's nice.
No, it should eventually die if it circles the room. It honestly woke up and walked away, because it should hit all the walls, go around, and hit the other one if it stayed
Those
asleep.
gold coins had a nice little shape. It made an H. This is where my brain goes after a certain time.
Yeah. I normally stay up to like 1 a.m. in the morning recently, like playing games, doing whatever. So I'm fine for now, but I have my match tomorrow as well, and this isn't Pokemon Violet, so I'm kind of not practiced.
Yeah,
Also,
no,
Mandara going down with the simple mixture magic and AI 1. That troll is doomed to die.
Yeah.
Also, I'm drinking tea as well right now, so. And again, I'm never not drinking tea. Oh!
Lucky
Very
warp
lucky warp trap. Yeah, that's probably the best conditioned warp trap you can hit. Because if that went the opposite way, he might lose his Queenie. Any and all kind of lead he might have. Oh, yeah. There you go. You can ball neck the hallway with... There we go. You can ball neck the hallway with the bell wrong and have the snowman turn around. It's not ideal, but, it's still technically you're safe, because the snowman hasn't been aggro because you're not within the 2 range. If he was where the item was and then the other monster walked up to it, he would. I would still keep the slow seed. You're running commando right now. You got to make sure you can...
To get out of some situations, you can sidestep some monsters, you can pull away out of aggro range.
Mm-hmm. I think at this point, Hex is hoping for either Restore Scroll again, or he's hoping for Egg.
Yeah, those would be the options.
Otherwise, he's just kind of waiting. That's a misstep, so now it's right behind him. And they only have 12 minutes to decide if they're going to leave.
Yep.
And we see another egg strats going on Chai's side with the Viper. And the slowest spell in the game when you really, really want to just go. At least it's...
Hey.
He has enough space to get by it, but it's going to start following him now.
We were wondering where you were.
Yeah, if you find an egg now, I definitely would hatch it between the Mandara being the dud, but a clown or a arachne being the other options.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
No, don't kill a kid, make it fall through the floor.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
now this is terrifying. This is a level 54 arachne.
No, that's not gonna do it, friend.
Binding ball, you have one left.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have one extra turn away from the death. And you can do a sleep by... Yeah, there you go. No, because you have to go for a pickup now. There's one too few turns. Yep. Oh, we got the leather cartel coming out. But
Yeah, that's not gonna do enough. If you just had to dodge one attack, that would do it. But that's not the situation you're in right now, HexTree.
if you win Crystal out, you keep all your items.
Yeah?
You had a chance to die there, and the shield saved you. Leave with your items.
Yeah.
Or you're leaving without your items.
Mm-hmm. You still have time, HexTree. HexTree, there's nothing else you can do.
No. Unfortunately, that is just a not winning situation, basically. There's nothing you can do on that one, but that is the correct option. Also, just because the command was used.
Well,
So-
while HexTree is getting back inside and Chai is continuing his climb up the tower, I am going to very quickly run, refill a drink, take some medicine.
Sounds good. We'll switch the audio because there's only one of them in the tower right now. This is also where you can kind of take evaluation of what you have, how many things you have. And you're going to want to... I would honestly keep a holy. The water is good. 12,000 money just for picking up gold and stuff from the second tower as well. It's kind of funny. All right, so we have another Holy Bell. It's getting caught up on pings, apparently. Got a bunch of them in Discord. Queenie was sent home, so that's right. Hex did have to go back and grab it. We see here the power of water strats just tearing through the glaciers and snowmen comparatively to when Hex was in that room. And this might make a difference. We see the max of 54 on HexTree's side. If everything goes well, Chai might be able to get to floor 55 because this is still based off of who got to the highest floor first. We have Hex. Oh. Hex, what are you doing? So, the goal of this, just to explain to everyone who's coming in late or just tuning in. This is Azure Dreams. It is a roguelike procedurally generated dungeon crawler power climbing game, however you want to call it. And it is on the PlayStation 1. The goal of this is in 3 hours to get the highest floor. Because this is such a brutal category of the climb, which is the second tower, not initially in the game. The second tower is enabled by our de-randomizing randomizer. I'm to blame for that name. Made by a wonderful pro_grammar, who's a wonderful person. We love him lots. They are attempting to climb. They being the runners. There we go. Follow them. They're great. But when it comes to they have to get the highest floor in 3 hours. At the 2-hour mark, we are not allowing re-entries anymore because Yeah, like there had to be some sort of cutoff, and although technically you're able to climb quite quickly with having a lot of different supplies and Queenie being as strong as it is on Hex's side, you're still got to make up a lot of room. And this is the only floor, first floor and second floor are the only ones that you can do in the first tower, after which they will take the left path, which is not normally included in the game because we unlocked it, and they will get as high as they can. As of right now, Chai is on floor 48 on his first attempt. HexTree is on the second climb, but on floor 3. So
the current high score of this one is 54 on HexTree's side. That is what Chai will have to beat.
Yep. And if lead. Like again, we had a Wing Crystal on HexTree's side. He got to keep his equipment and stuff. All the while, if something were to happen to Chai, and he doesn't have a revival scroll anymore, like we don't see in his inventory, we know we found that. He probably won't make it to 55, which he has to get to overtake the lead. So right now he has water strats. It is doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, 14 is not enough for a level 50 dragon. You're gonna have to do a couple extra hits on it, most likely.
Yeah, things get so strong when they're at levels that should not be.
Mm-hmm. We actually, on our adrando.com website, there are graphs and scales to show what level things are and how strong they scale up and stuff like that. And dragons just universally are near the top. They are just terrifying, terrifying creatures. And in the casual play of this game, there's only one tower, which is the any percent Diadolim tower from, I believe I pronounced that right. That tower.
How would anyone know if you didn't?
I mean, Hex would, but Hex can't commentate with me right now and correct me, so therefore I'm right.
I mean, that's only a different opinion on the tower's pronunciation. We don't know what the truth is.
True, yeah. Well, also our entire community, we actually can't pronounce Queen, Coon, Queenie.
Coon.
I would say it would be the Dimolim Tower, if I were to try to break it up, but it might have different pronunciation rules.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
G-H-O-T-I spells fish.
The tower is pronounced evil. That is correct. The normal 80% tower has 40 floors. The second tower has 99 floors, and it has different leveling rules and monster spawns. This is a fixed tower seed, so basically both runners are playing the exact same seeded tower, which is normally impossible, but programmer fixed the seeds and was able to do stuff with that.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's programming and magic at the same time. And you can see here the AI1 coming in clutch for the water strats. And he does have a light seed again, so he can turn a monster that's wind into something he can deal with if need be, or he can change his own monster back to fire and do more damage. But he would lose this basically the same type attack bonus with the stream wand and the water typing. And I'm sorry if you heard my wife sneeze in the background. It's through a door in a room.
Mysterious.
Bless you.
You know, speaking of lore and like the Dimolim/evil or lore, there's something vaguely charming about the notion that Azure Dreams is like this. A wizard did it. That's all. That is its justification. A wizard did it. This wizard hates you.
Yeah. And like with
he
any
cried into the future with his crystal ball, looked at you, and decided he did not like you.
I mean, you can still name the main character not Ko and have the best opening cutscene going.
Yeah.
That still amuses me greatly. What should we name him? Ko? No, we should name him not Ko. Brilliant.
No, not that.
What, you prefer not yours or whatever is the other one I did? Oh, we finally see an upside down trap. Wow, it's been a while. But 452, we're getting there. He does. Oh, he's doing a flat scroll. He does not like the same layout as before, because before it was the Batnell coming at him. No, we don't have the audio because there's no
No music sometimes.
no prompt.
The second tower moves in mysterious ways. The wizard hates you a little bit differently.
Well, the thing is, like, when it comes to this game in general, again, for Rays in chat, I explained it before. This is a knowledge-based speedrun. If you were to play the game casually, again, I posted Discord link. If you're interested, please come join. We're happy to teach people. But the thing is, the game is just straight up punishing. That's a lot of good luck on that one. Oh, not really, I guess, because Queenie is so strong on Hex's side. I saw the paralysis trap there. But if you were to play this game without the knowledge on how to play, you will die. And you will die
It's
very
a roguelike. The whole game loop is die a lot.
Yes, and get stronger, come back.
Repeat, get stronger, get maybe luckier.
Yeah.
Get good.
Okay, as of now, it is the 2-hour mark. Lady Emma, if you want to message them or message the channel and say no more reentries are allowed.
Okay.
But we are now, this is do or die for the last hour. Because of this, let's say if Chai were to somehow die, hopefully he doesn't. I'm not rooting for anyone other than myself in the tournament because I do have my own matches. If he were to die on 453, he would lose all his stuff, and then he'd have to get to 455, assuming HexTree doesn't make it up there first. So hopefully things go to plan, and then hopefully, again, we have a nice close race. But if they were to die, they are done. Their attempt is done.
We need, as a community...
What's that?
We need an emote of the no children sign for moments like this.
Yeah, I do like that sign a lot, truthfully. Because yeah, one bad miss with the curse status and the wand is just gonna destroy any and all luck that you might have as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is a tournament match. This is also a tournament match for tournament life as well. So whoever loses is out. The wind creature coming up. That's a weird decision. Yeah, I would just... Do you have a pillar? Okay, good. Because you can deal with the snowman pretty easily. Yeah. AI wanted... AI 1. There we go. AI 1 refers to when you pick up the monster, put it behind you, and you get some free attacks from having the AI 1 status. Or the AI set to it. My brain keeps telling me not to say the word AI anymore, but no, that's what it's called, is AI 1. I'm the one that popularized it. I did not come up with it because people played all different styles when they joined the community. AI 3 is using Mr. Magic. You'll see here, he'll get the high ground, which will give him like 25% whatever more damage boost. Mr. Magic combined with Queenie and just do a ton of damage. And it's like, wow, he did a lot of like damage and overkilled it. Not really. He's on floor 53. They can kind of take hits now, and it's terrifying.
Yep.
And there's also the water, wind, and fire Jita cycle. Oh dear, no man, don't gamble for the next hour. All right.
Here we are again.
Yeah.
It's always such a pleasure.
Okay, that's worth it for sure. Flat scroll, that's also worth it, truthfully. Star glasses, also worth it. That should definitely get them up at least a few more floors. We did see again where on floor 54, HexTree had to leave, but HexTree wasn't wasn't water genus. Tower spelled Las Villas. What? What are you on about, Sand Knight? It's evil. We already said it above. Actually, there is no name for the second tower because it wasn't in the game, but the sequel-ish to this game being Tao's Adventure for the DS, which no one really likes. That game. So yeah.
It's pronounced last bit.
Oh, I see.
Ghost.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, Sand Knight. Yeah. When it comes to the second tower, it doesn't have a name, but in Tao's Adventure, Ghosh, the main character's rival in this game, moved away and became a librarian because that's the best thing he would have done. But also floor 55, we have a new lead. I want to acknowledge that as well, right when it happens. So HexTree is now having to get past whatever Chai gets to within the last hour.
Which is difficult.
But still possible.
Still possible. Things can happen.
A level 28 Queenie can definitely speed things up. Just getting a Garuda egg also can speed things up to the point where it's ridiculous. So... But yeah, Ghosh being the librarian says like, oh, I have towers or I have books about Mont Spaya, and they talk about the Dimalim Tower or Dimalim, however you want to pronounce it. But it actually names it, and it doesn't name it in this game. Ironically, they just call it the tower.
Yeah, I mean, the second one was removed, so was dummied out. So what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Why need a name for a thing?
Another C-Seed, honestly, 52 MP, I would just strip. Okay, you're getting greedy, I know it's sleeping, but like, you still don't know if traps are on the gold coins. Like, you gotta be careful on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the elevator, and he's... Okay. Hello, other Hex. It was very confusing to see you in chat and see HexTree running. My brain always goes like, maybe that's his Discord. Hex4F says not Hex. Okay. Ooh, we got some chugging on HexTree's side here, actually. Build lava fruits, only useful when pickets are around.
Yep.
But floor 16 already within 6 minutes. So, like I said, it can make a big difference.
It really can.
Yeah. Like, you're not worried about grinding levels because level 17 already as well. Sorry, 17th floor, but level 12. So, like, you're getting a good chunk.
That's not too bad.
No. And Queen's able. Ooh, we got the frog trap. Got better. Okay, what are you doing with Queenie there? He didn't move with you, did he?
Yeah.
You could move him down right and then do an AI 3 and have you both there. He's trying to... Diagonals are the worst in this game. Okay, or we're just going to... Oh, I see what he's doing. And it didn't follow. Yeah, it's already been aggroed onto Ko. Ko is the priority. So we got the sleep. And we see his HexTree just killing a bunch of snowmen with the AI-1. Bulkier as they are, though, he's already having a little bit of issues killing them with his level 28 Queenie.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, we got 57 now. I mean,
Very
What was I? I was only like 10 floors above Chai when I did my like 76 run or something. So, you know, and he was slowed on that one kind of thing. So there's a good chance that Chai can easily get to 80 with this pace. Again, water strats are extremely strong in general. Just because, to go back to the fire, water, wind, fire beats wind, wind beats water, water beats fire, just like Pokemon kind of thing, right? Not all the circles are big or as big as each other. You got fire, which is, I'd say, medium, water, which is extremely large, and then wind, which is the tiny
and
little one.
also, wind is more likely to be force multipliers, to be monsters that make other monsters more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Rather than necessarily being intimidating on their own.
Queenie's just being an idiot. Thankfully, it is strong enough to survive, but if you are a frog status in this game, your familiar will say, wow, I want to protect you at all costs. You're like, oh god, no. You can't fight 5 killers. No, I got it. So, that's a Grinuit. That's its an evolved Griffin. I don't think it can underflow as well. I think its attack stat is actually still normal, but it's still a high increase. I have to check the actual stat stuff later. Now we have the corner room Palumpas. Peter Fruit, good to use it. 35 MP. On to floor 59. Although no more holy bells. So
yeah, finally.
A bad spawn will finally. Yeah, like they had a lot of them. Like that's great to have and great to see kind of thing.
But each one only gets you out in one run.
Speaking of bad spawns.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad one.
Yeah. You're gonna have to use a fire spell most likely. Yeah. Or the other option is you try to lure them away with Queenie, and then you leave, let Queenie die, then restore him.
Yeah, that could also work. You could fireball one if it starts looking hairy. Jared.
A lot of damage if it hits Ko, though. Okay, no. Okay, Sled's not that bad. Sled is honestly the less damaging thing when it comes to the Ifrit stuff. And there we go. 8,624 experience. A normal amount.
Numbers.
Yeah. Chirpina, that's very good. It's basically a lean fruit, but the monster sticks around.
When you describe it like that, it's in fact nothing like an Olean fruit, but yeah.
It is and isn't at the same time, so.
Right. It is like an Olean fruit in that it is a fruit which solves permanently one problem.
Yeah. Also, this is a very high level of play from Chai. This is because the death was sleeping. Death is put into the lowest priority bracket in movement. You manipulating the AI like that will cause him to delay his move and move behind you. But he'll already input his attack. There's nothing there, they won't attack. So he's able to space out the death away from himself. So Chai actually was the one who found this one out, I believe, when he was doing testing. And it's basically the infinite AI 1 strat. And it is only good for monsters which have been paralyzed or had the sleep status on them or woken up. And you can... Ooh, there's a rise from the Grinuit. Evolved or not, they're extremely happy to shoot through rooms like that. But yeah, that's technically the infinite AI 1 strat. And it can be extremely overpowering if you do it. And once you get 6 spaces away from the monster, they de-aggro. Also, he should have held up the other one and used that. He wouldn't have to go back in his inventory. Again, no reason not to use that. Just because he's here for the next 47 minutes. He still has the zoo with him. There's no reason not to fuse the zoo into Queenie and get the bark proof status. Oh, and we have an egg, which might be a griffin. He's gonna deal with the griffin first here. We don't have a truth glasses. I don't know if he'll spend time Oh, we have 0 MP on Hex's side.
And another egg.
Yeah. Both of them wanting those eggs. You don't know what that fruit is. Jarapita, right?
Okay, everything's a Jarapita fruit today.
Yeah, apparently. I found like 2 in my couple runs this game, so I'm kind of jealous they found so many of them. Like Chai has 2 of them in his inventory alone. I think he used up one of them. Hey, there now it's time to be paranoid on the floors as you spawn.
Oh yeah,
There's Manueva.
that's terrifying. All those gold coins lying next to each other now are a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, even on HexTree side, at floor 21, they're there. So, oh, we got 1 Jarapita usage to get rid of. Although I don't think I would have done that. You're water. You could easily kill the Griffin.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a waste of an item because again, Azure Pita is basically you can block hallways, you can do whatever, but it's there. He also has again the zoo. He can take out the zoo and fuse it away and not worry about it. Because oh wait, no, he's water. He'll change to wind. Never mind. I'm thinking if Queenie was fire on Hex's side.
By the way, Shawnee.
Yes.
What do they call? Oh, the monster tower when the lights are low.
Tell me.
The Dimilim Tower.
And that's how it got its name.
Yep. We have solved this problem. They need to install new lighting. This is not OSHA compliant.
There's no railing in the hallways as well.
Yeah, that probably ought to kill someone.
Oh dear. Thankfully, Queenie is able to kill. Nope. Nope. Hex, you have to look at the platforms. Yeah. There we go. This is where the game gets a little bit scary. Those crack traps will change the elevation, obviously. You can't tack too high or too low. So, oh, that's almost a death. Oh,
yeah.
I would use a Jarapita.
And if X goes down here, the match is over.
Yeah. Ironically, okay, door frames are the scariest things. The door tops, where it blocks the image, is also extremely scary. Because if you can't see the hallway above, you don't know if a monster's coming at you. That might get you. We have... He has to be really careful as well, because Ifrits can use range magic. And Queenie only has 11 health right now, so he's not... Well, he can use a water crystal, then just leave Queenie. Jarapita?
Yeah?
Both of them are... Yeah, no. Oh, it's a sleep herb, okay. Okay.
Yeah, sleeping Annapolis is not a great idea. Because they fall asleep naturally on their own all the time, they can also just wake up and attack at the same time.
Yeah. Fun fact, it takes 10.5 minutes to do the Tamina Glitch Earthquake. Just saying. Not that I know that or timed it out, so there's still enough time if Chai gets in the absolute worst condition.
Under what circumstances, specifically?
Just waiting for Earthquake.
Like, is that the minimum? Because there are things that can delay the amount of time it takes.
With 4 monsters running out of MP.
Okay.
So if you're against the wall, that'll be 5 or so. I was against a certain point, but it took me literally 10.5 minutes. And I have done earthquake percent strats for 2 of my climbs so far. Out of 2. So likely tomorrow when I start again, I will. I got against it. If I'm slow and deliberate, I might win. I want to going up against Wooga. That's not terrifying. The zoo there. That's like the worst thing right now.
Yep.
Because there's one creature in front, one creature behind. Floor 64 Dreamin'.
We've...
Okay, you could take out the zoo. And you could potentially...
This stage, it's just a dream in the way, like, a dream with Freddy Krueger in it is just...
Yeah. And it's next to the Ifrit as well, so the Ifrit's just not going to be a good thing anyway. Oh no. This is where you take out Zoo and do the immortality glitch, and then you try to get Queenie away and do mixture magic attacks. Because he's not going to have enough time. Yeah, he should be able to kill one Ifrit. Maybe go for a pickup, but if he sleeps, he's probably going to lose Queenie. So I don't think a mixture magic will kill him unless he uses a spell. Yeah, there we go.
Well, HexTree seems to be in a little bit of a position.
Yeah. Wow, lots of health. Not really when you look at the floor he's on. Oh, we got the Jirapita. A very fortunate sled. The weakest fire spell from them. Dragons have the highest. Will they have enough rosemary, parsley, or sage? Speaking of, I gotta make some focaccia, but it's too cold in the kitchen recently.
Frankly, I think you can never have enough rosemary.
Honestly, yeah, I agree. Homemade focaccia is super simple. If you make up the dough, put it in the fridge, cover it in oil and crushed garlic. Leave it for 24 hours, take it out, spread it, bake it. Done. Great. There you go. Okay, we're on to floor 65. That would be, I think, a confusion scroll. I would still take it and see if it matches the other one, because I think he already used a holy scroll, but I think he threw a holy scroll, didn't use it.
What is HexTree hoping for here? U-boat? No.
I have no idea. He picked it up when he saw... He picked it up when he saw the griffin. So I think if anything else, it might be a griffin or anything else on those floors. I don't think there's any... I think it would have been like a flame griffin or something else. But like... Does he have... Nah, it's not enough damage there. Okay. Again, sled's nice and weak comparatively, but at that point you're still in danger. I'd do an AI 1, then an AI 3. Oh, Chai is not in a good position. There's 2 Batnels, even if one is decommissioned. That is,
less than ideal.
He has a ton of fruit, so... And he is water, technically. If it was fire, it'd be hopeless. You cannot outpace their healing. Oh, that's not going to kill anything. 73. There we go. Yeah, Jirapita. Oh, we got to go up trap. Going up to floor 25 already for Hex. That's a respectable rate of climb.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's literally roughly, I think he entered at like 157, so he's roughly 1 floor minutes. He's exploring for items right now, I think. It's always good to grab glasses, but then there's a saber-tooth coming at you.
Okay.
So, not ideal. Because again, he has Fire Queenie with life 1, so he's not doing the best damage output. 26 to 27. Is he going to take a peek at the... He's going to hatch that egg again. What is in that egg?
That is a very good
Because,
question.
again, he picked it up on the floor with a griffin on it. So... It's not the original 5 items he took into the tower with him as well, so... It is...
Anaweva. Huh.
I mean...
Just
yeah. I mean, if he found a picket egg, and a Tovar seed, and a balloon, you can get to the 99th floor probably quicker than you care to admit, in about 16 minutes. Again, anything goes. If you find all the materials, you can do the New Game Plus broken strats. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This troll taking a lot of damage. Yeah, you would 44 damage against Hex. Deaths are just terrifying. They have weapon bonus to their attack as well.
Death is terrifying. The final frontier. To die, to sleep, perhaps to dreamin'.
It's just a dreaming. Yeah, Battle floors are scary. Okay, that's still 25 damage with a sled. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Even if that's just chip damage, basically, for you, their lesser attack. Like, because if he can't kill this thing, you know, like, that's 25 damage with it having the genus, you know, being water. Oh, we got an ice rock ball.
Yeah, that can be pretty handy.
Yeah. Another Girapita. All fruits are Girapitas.
It's a bumper crop this year.
Yep. That is another sleep herb. He has 2 sleep herbs, a paralyzed herb, a purple egg, so you know. Yellow egg as well. I still wouldn't release it. Because as dark as it is, you can throw a monster into a room and distract them and then make them move out of the room. And zoos are liftable. I would have identified probably the pillar ball or something. Just to get, or the whichever not used one. Oh, so, nice. 469, funny meme number. But now we're on to 470.
Background. There we go.
I love some of the unused tiles in this game.
Yeah, some of them were really cool looking.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get distracted despite he's on the end of... Oh, there's a Kraken. Time to leave. No. Doesn't matter if you're water or not. The most...
Baron to the left of him, Krakens to the right.
Girapita? He's gonna Girapita. Oh, no, he's going for a sleep herb. And it woke up!
And that's why sleep is not super reliable.
Yeah. Thankfully, he does have a wand, just so he doesn't take recoil damage from the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Balrog just doing Balrog things. Yeah, no. Oh, that's a lot of damage against the Queenie on Hex's side. Spiders are just terrifying. Again, if you ever want to see a truly terrifying thing, use 3 malicious bells and then start throwing Hazak herbs at the spider evolutions when you get into the original tower. So at level 17, you can evolve them and then you can just die.
Yep.
Water herb? Or what water herb? Water crystal, nice. Honestly, like, we see the elevator in the other room there. You can see the flashing. Oh, no, never mind. It wasn't flashing. It was an actual herb. Item knowledge in this game goes a long way. There are multiple ways to use every single item. From, you know, having stuff on the ground for pickets to steal to using the leva fruit to block pickets, using that as another example. You can use paralyzed herbs as on opponents. You can use flat scrolls instead of just like, oh no, there's no more rooms. For most speedrunners, oh yes, there's no more rooms. You can perfectly guide your way around things. You can use monsters to turn them around if they're MP-less like that. So there's a lot of cool things you can do once you learn this game. And again, it's all turn-based, but they move quick enough. Hex is this way to get his HP back on the elevator, a common strat used overall. But we are nearing the last 30 minutes. So far, no deaths. Hex did leave with a wind crystal, but did not die. And I would pick up. Yeah, I think the safest thing to do is just do this. Ironically, you're not gonna be able to kill him very easily with the 1 in 8 chance of attacking or doing whatever and trying to get the mixture magic off. And draining his MP is probably the easiest thing to do.
Yep.
Don't use a fire crystal. It's embarrassingly weak on these floors.
It's embarrassingly weak on most floors, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a niche for most things. I wouldn't say all, but most.
Yeah. Oh. Froggy fruit. Oh, pick it. No. Ah, it's bulky.
Surprise.
That's right, Hex. You reflect on your deeds of taking that sports leaf and pick it and doing it again. Oh well. Ooh. Yeah, that's fair. Pickets still have very, very, very bad attack stats. One of my original files, which is, lost to time now because I deleted it a long time ago, I used an Arachne and fused it into a Picket, and I gave it like 17 Hazak seeds. It was able to do like 10 damage twice. But it did damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pickets are honestly some of the best monsters for mixture magic kind of catalysts. You use them, and the fact everything revives their MP is just amazing. Floor 31 to floor 72, so decreasingly unlikely at this pace to do. Oh, so it's not going to pit against the troll. Not very ideal.
Yep.
Thankfully, the troll I don't think can attack him. But now Queen is in danger.
Yep. And the saber's awake, and that makes it all the worse.
He has 2 holy bells. Nope. I would use a holy bell. HexTree hanging on to resources a little bit longer than... Oh, it is an acid rain ball, and it is enough. Okay. All right then. So we're fortunate on that one then, because that's the only charge of the acid rain ball, unless he's buffed it up with the white sand without me knowing it. The acid rain crash actually is fixed in the seeds when they're being made. That's one of the options we have toggled on. If not, it is likely to crash if you get too much experience with them. And being on floor 31, that might be a problem. Oh, if only you had a Roche. Oh, got the pickup. Okay. Those two go away. You could kill the kid. They're not the strongest. And you can pick it up and do an AI1 and prepare for the troll coming. Or walk into range of the kid. And it does a good chunk of damage.
Yep. That is a hefty blow. And oh, that's the match!
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
That is a game for Chai on floor 73. Because there's no more, just for anyone who's coming in late, there's a 3-hour time allowance, but after the 2-hour mark, deaths are permanent. So, unfortunately, I don't know what happened there. We'll have to ask Hex, but it did look like he just maybe thought he can take a damage. But that was floor 31 kids. They are still dragons. So, I assume, yeah, you're letting them know. So, that is that. That is he going to go to the Bath of Shame? Where are you going, Hex? No? Okay. Is he going to go tell off Mr. Isaac? Yeah, he's going to go tell off Mr. Isaac, I think. So let's try done and then done. They should get the invites here as well shortly. Chai is. Oh, okay. He did notice. I was gonna say he might not notice as well. But yes, get your questions in chat. We can read the questions to them when they're there. Yeah, it came down to a kid, and welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Good game. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So-
you had. Okay, we have a couple things to address, but also HexTree's joining us right now as well. Or will in 3, 2. Hex, you're like in setup. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but no, whatever. I was gonna say good game to both, but Hex is just sitting in setup for some reason. Oh well.
He'll be there.
Yeah, but yeah, floor. I think it was 73 is what you're on when. Oh, there you go. When Hex died.
Hello, Hex. GG.
Hello. Good job to both of you.
Yes, you both did amazingly well. So yeah, first of all, GG to both. That goes without saying.
Thank you.
The only thing I had to ask, like right off the bat, is, why leather shields? Why'd you both junk the diamond shields?
Duh.
I mean, I junked it quite high up, didn't I?
You still equipped a cursed leather for it, but yeah.
Come on,
Well, I
like
didn't know it was cursed.
At this point, like 3 damage is nothing. 3 damage reduction. So, yeah, no
Yeah, I
point
know.
to keep diamond shield. As you may have seen, I actually kept in my inventory earth shield over diamond shield.
I know that is just offensive.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I got really not much to say. It's quite late for us now here. Just to say, it's very early. Where Hex is kind of a weird. It's definitely a weird time zone for all of us right now.
Are you in the Philippines now, Hex?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so you're really far ahead then. I thought you were in England.
Yeah, so it's probably like
I'm always
around
somewhere.
12 hours difference.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So first of all, what did you think of the tower?
It was not too bad, I would say. It was like quite nice with the spell balls. There were quite many. I got few from the barong, but also the tower gave quite many. Streamwand came when it needed to. Plenty of C seats. So I guess that was a good tower.
Yeah, I thought it was good, and I got pretty lucky with the barong early on. Got life wand and diamond shield right off the bat.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, we thought that was actually good. Like, you got to floor 54 quite early on, before having to wind out, because you survived with the leather dodge, and then we were commenting like, okay, now it's time to use the wind crystal. You're just surrounded by 2 monsters, and you're gonna die. You know, being without a familiar, and you're debating back and forth between using the wind crystal and thinking you could survive. So, what was the thought process? What were you thinking you could survive with in your inventory?
I mean, either way, I figured I wouldn't get as high as 54 in the final hours, so I was just playing risky at that point.
That's fair, but you also got a pretty decent pace. I think you got to 26 before you died, and like it would have been like 30 minutes or something. Like, that's respectable for a re-entry and run up for the last hour. Because I think you just did a re-entry on like 157 or 158, if I remember correctly. So you're still making like more or less a floor a minute.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, yeah, I going back, I would have winded out earlier on.
Yeah, no. Chai is still in the first entry. Big difference: Stream Wand and Water Queenie.
Oh
Yeah, I was waiting for another C seed, but it never came.
Yeah, you ate it.
I was like hatching so many eggs, hoping for something good. In the end, I got a zoo and a glacier. I knew that it was a glacier egg, so I like started hatching it because I already used my Palompa egg. I ran out of MP, didn't have any Pita early on, so I was like, okay, that glacier is for the fusion, so that I can get water. I think I started with Paralyze Wand. I didn't get Life Wand. It was one of the items that I found on the floors. And even with Paralyze Wand, I was like planning to go water at some point because the tower gave so many attacking spell balls that attacking wind monsters was not really a problem.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the big difference between like Hex was able to get to 54 with just fire. Oh well, to be fair, I got to like 53 with or 50-ish with fire, and then Queenie died, and then we managed to sneak past a few more floors.
Well, I had a dragon, but I lost him pretty quickly.
Yeah, that thing got decked in the face. Like that was it got hit for 66 damage and just died. Like, oh, okay, that was fun. But yeah, the water strats, again, slow and steady wins the race, obviously, in this kind of format with the second tower. But like water still is overly the best if you have the spell balls to deal with the water or the wind creatures. Like probably still the best genus to have.
Mm.
Yeah. And Septic asks, what did you think of all the holy bells?
I liked them. At some point, I had no space for them. I had to start using them. But at that time, Tower was not so gracious to me, so I had to start using them, and finally got rid of them. But yeah, definitely they help a ton.
Yeah. If you want to join them,
flat scrolls.
Oh yeah, flat scrolls were so nice. Like in the beginning, I was like, okay, I've got 2 scrolls, same amount of hearts. Let's try renaming them, and like they are the same scroll because they both were renamed. I was like, okay, the chance for flat scroll is much higher than trap scroll. Not much, but it's like high enough that like, okay, 2 in a row, that's probably a flat scroll. So I was able to like figure out that it's a flat scroll without wasting it first. So, and every time I saw like fairly tough floor, like lots of wind monsters or dragons, because dragons don't care that you've got advantage in the element. You know, it's just like flat scroll and try to get to the elevator as safely as possible.
Yeah, they hit hard. Legitimately, I think the monsters were just evil towards you too. Like there wasn't really a lot of easy level up monsters for you, except Mandara's, but no, Mandara's.
And I tried to like, I tried to not to play too much with barongs, although there were so.
No, you have a gambling addiction. You need to see something about that.
Hey, like every time I played with the barong, it usually gave me something good, and later on it was more strategic rather than for items. Like, okay, I don't want to fight this barong. I just want to have it without any MP so that I can have a boomerang.
Yeah, no, I get the second part, but like,
great effect out of that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you got to like floor 15, I think was the first instance of Balrongs. Like Hex got there first. Like, oh, there's Balrongs. Like Chai's gonna like be addicted for a while when he gets there. Legitimately, you got there, and you just started like 6 or 7 Balrongs before you left the floor. Like, okay, stop. Like,
I think on my first barongs, it was the time when I first used a flat scroll, even before I knew that it was barong floor. So, you know, it's like ideal situation when you've got flat scroll, it's just like, you know, time to play with barongs.
Yeah, Septic says you lost 8 floors of pace because Hex kept going up while you were playing with Balrongs.
I, you know, got it back to the items that barongs provided. I had 4 holy scrolls holy bells at some point.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the tower provided the holy bells.
Yeah.
That wasn't really so much a Balrog thing as...
I think I got 2 holy bells from barongs, if I recall right.
Yeah, so sounds about right.
Yeah, you got decent supplies in the end. A lot of Gyropetas, like everywhere.
Oh yeah, Gyropetas are actually like no, Gyropetas are not fairly common. I thought that they are. Flat scrolls are fairly common because they are actually the most likely to show up item from this category. And I was also surprised that actually, like, yeah, because at that point I found 2 bells with 4 hearts, and I also renamed them just checking whether they are the same. They were the same, and I was like fairly certain that they're malicious scrolls, but they turned out to be holy bell. That was a really nice thing.
Yeah, Hex used the Holy Scroll or Holy Bell for the first time, and you had 4 of them in your inventory. But you used it. It's like, oh, they're all Holy Bells. Like that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's like I wish that would come up normally, because it doesn't matter what good your inventory is. If you have a bad spawn, you're dead.
True.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's always good to have plethora of items rather than like same items all the time, because of course different situations, different items. I even kept that zoo that I hatched for a while, just in case there will be a need for tile immunity glitch.
Yeah.
But at some point it was just useless to keep it.
I wish the challenge website would update. I'm trying to update the scores, and it's sitting there eternally loading for the entire time. But yeah, is there any standout parts of the towers you guys want to talk about at all?
For me, it was like once I went water, of course there were those wind monsters. I don't exactly remember which floors they were. I calculate this way: like wind monster floors, dragon floors, and button elf floors. Though avoid as possible. Luckily for me, I usually was able to like get flat scroll or somehow get out of them fairly quickly. Stealth floors are also like a little bit annoying. Luckily, they didn't kill me today too much, so that was okay. I think the tower was quite nice. With the items that I have right now and the level that I have right now, I would be set to go much, much, much higher, of course, if tower wouldn't want to kill me in one move.
Yeah, I thought it was fairly ordinary tower, and Dragon Egg I could have made a lot better use out of that.
Honestly, you were just slightly like you weren't really the highest level to compete with the monsters with a kid. And when I was commentating, like, oh, you can like, because you had like a bunch of water creatures walk by you and whatever. But the strength of the kid is obviously there's gold coins everywhere. Just start breathing everything. Like, eventually you'll kill something and get a level or whatever, but like you don't have to worry about MP. And if I found one in a match, like, no, I'm just going to be using this thing as a bazooka. Like, that's all its purpose is to me. Because it's just able to do so much damage. But, like, when it comes to defense, they're still brittle. Like, they're surprisingly brittle when it comes to defense. And, again, you're already a level deficit between the floors. And it doing 66 damage and killing it, like, oh, okay. I didn't think it would be that... I thought it would be able to take, like, 2 hits like that, but, you know.
Was it a noise? A noise that killed it?
Honestly, I wouldn't. It was a wind creature. I know that it may have been a noise.
I think it was a
It was
noise.
either that or a cyclone, one of the two.
Wind creature killed your fire dragon?
Yeah, because they're like
Wow.
level 50. Like they stupidly scale.
Oh yeah.
Again, like if I would have known that as a kid that they scaled so much, I would have raised like a noise or something just for the lulz. Of all things to say now, but you know. But yeah, I think that's it. Unless again you have anything you want to say.
I want to say that tomorrow we've got 2 more matches.
Well, I was gonna say that anyway, yeah, because I've heard everyone wait for the weekend to submit matches. So, if any commentators are out there, please. We need commentators. I think for let me check. I want to say my match at least, and then I think you took SpeedGaming 3 Chai. Or, wait. Hey, we're on right after each other.
Yep, that is why
Yeah.
I cannot volunteer here for that one.
Yeah, okay. They decided to now SpeedGaming 3, so for the channel. But yeah, we were gonna have myself versus Ruga.
Matches.
Yeah, and then Lay Deme versus Revan.
Yep.
So
Best of luck.
6 hours of awesomeness in a row.
well, I might be able to do the commentary because if it's gonna be one after the other, technically I'm around the computer at that time. I can't say I'm not. But if people can sign up, that'd be good. But either way, I'll ping people appropriately. But commiserations, X. This was obviously a life tournament or a match. So
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
guys sit
feel
back and relax now, though.
I feel really free now.
Yeah,
Free off the tower.
honestly, I'm really happy for the second tower format. I still think next time we do this, we should have the first tower open for, leveling and supplies, and then just have the goal as the second highest tower, like floor. Because it's very hard just to run into the second tower, although not possible as, Chai's done, but like maybe like 1 hour there and 2 hours in the second tower or something guaranteed. Something like that, whatever, because it's stupid. A runner should not survive this much. I'm getting annoyed. This whole idea was supposed to kill people. We got like 75 floors, 76, 99. Like, what the hell?
If you want to kill people, you shouldn't make it easier then. Make it harder.
Random Toolkit was one of the most successful tournaments we had for 44 clears.
Yeah.
I disagree with this immensely. Like, it's dumb. Anyway, that's that. I'm done. Big thank you to SpeedGaming, the whole shebang kind of thing. They were great.
Thank you to both the runners for an awesome show.
Yep, Leia Demi for commentating and me blabbing as well beside her. And everyone get some sleep who needs sleep.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Oh, and Sustainer for the layout.
Good night.
All right, bye everyone.
All right, bye. See you.
I don't have the